we're back.
Yep.
Or we're here.
We're here. And we were pretty much set up before they opened the door.
Yeah, for the
We
most
were
part.
closer to set up than we've ever been when they opened the door.
We was actually earlier than we've ever been.
That's
We're
what I was
early-
going
yeah,
to
we were
say. I
earlier than
think
we
for
ever been.
once we was actually on Anthony time, even though he still beat us here.
Well, in my head, I was like, we need to leave by 8:30 to get there at 9, but I forgot this is the other side of Tupelo, so
Yeah.
it's really more like almost like a 40-45-minute drive.
yeah, it's yeah.
yeah, I counted 45 minutes is what I was thinking. So
Yeah, you pass both Tupelo exits coming the way I did, the way that you never come.
Yeah, you went through Alabama to get here. Yeah, it makes sense for you to come through Fulton to get to here because you can just get on 78. And
It's not much difference, but yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So far, so good. There's been a good crowd.
Okay.
There was a huge line, and I liked your idea. And when you came up with it, it was too late. But next year, we got a running joke of everything we're going to do next
story
year.
of our life.
Every con, it's like next year we're doing this. Next
I've
year
already
we're doing
forgot what my good idea was.
this. Taking a picture of the line outside
yes,
and
yeah.
use that as the image of the episode.
100% doing that. Yeah. But hey, maybe we can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, there won't be as long of a line tomorrow.
Well,
but
you
there'll
don't
be a
know
line.
that.
They'll be waiting to open.
That's right. They are selling 2-day passes only.
That's right.
And
They
there-
lowered the price and
and
just made it a 2-day.
And there will be people waiting in line for the doors to open.
I don't know of a con that you can get a 2-day pass for. Is it $25
$25
for 2 days?
for 2 days.
That's pretty awesome.
We also always say me and Kelly's been talking about this for 5 years now. We're gonna buy 2 passes to go
Hand
out to
out.
the line and hand
just
out to
hand somebody.
Well, so far I've seen. Let's see. There's an Optimus Prime. I've seen Optimus Prime here.
I've seen Elvis.
Elvis Presley. I told y'all he was still alive.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I think I got to thinking about it when I saw Elvis this morning. That's not a sentence I thought I'd say for a while.
What's that?
That was a conspiracy that got me into conspiracies.
Was Elvis?
That
dying?
Elvis was not dead?
Yeah, like I don't believe that he's alive, or that he was alive after he died. But that's what got me into it. I was like, why would he fake his death? And then I got curious.
I was looking at a conspiracy. There's I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head.
You're going to have to get into that one.
But they was on the Talk the other day about who Elvis is. There's a person they think is Elvis.
I saw that.
So it just came out in because he was
He even
drunk.
drops hints.
He drops hints. They're the same age, the same height.
Wouldn't he be like 90 by now though?
Almost.
He almost.
I mean, not that that's not possible, but
He'd be in mid 80s, 86, 87, I think.
so I know a guy.
He was born in 35.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know a guy
So
that
that's
knows
90
a guy. This is a true story.
That's 89 years old.
I know a guy that knows a guy that was a guard at Elvis's funeral. This is a true story. And he said, I'm not saying Elvis isn't dead. He said, but I am telling you, what was in that coffin was not a body. He said it was just a straight up mannequin.
Well, that's probably true because
A
there were
dummy.
some fanatical fans that
Oh,
did
yeah.
that thing up.
He's buried in a
He was like, I'm telling you, I'm not saying he's alive. I'm just
Elvis
saying that
is
was
buried.
not a body in that coffin.
Elvis is buried in a private spot.
Is that like,
It's confirmed. He is not buried where
so my
they
story
say-
checks out?
yeah.
See? I'll tell you who
It's
off air who I know that front through. It's a pretty reliable source.
Yeah, because they were afraid people would try to dig up his body, desecrate his
That makes
body.
Yeah, well, I mean, they would.
Which is
There's
as famous as
there's
he
some
was.
fanatical fans out there. I got
Like
Elvis's
He
skull
was
on my
like-
on
who
my
would we
mantle.
compare his fame to nowadays? Like maybe Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So he was like this Taylor
Maybe,
Swift of
yeah.
the '60s.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She might be as famous as he was back
Well,
then.
Michael Jackson. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson.
Michael
was.
Jackson.
Michael
yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, I guess generationally you can go. You go. Michael Jackson was in the '80s. I don't
Michael
know.
Jackson would be between Elvis and Taylor Swift.
There was somebody else before in between those. Somebody in the Britney Spears.
yeah. It's hard to judge fame.
Britney Spears' fame might have peaked out at one point
Oh yeah.
at Elvis
yeah.
level, but it didn't have the.
Yeah.
Well, see, with Elvis though, he
Longevity.
transcended music. Like he did a bunch of movies
Yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
a row, like several. He was popping out movies left and
Yep.
right.
I mean,
I don't
we
think
had-
Taylor Swift has done a movie, has she?
Well, she's got that
Oh, yeah.
Air
She's
Tour
been in one
thing.
movie.
Okay.
And yeah, she was been in one movie. It was when
That's
she
a good
was.
survey we need to put out. Who's more famous, Elvis or Taylor Swift?
I would say.
I'm going to say
I'd say
Elvis.
I would say. Could you imagine Elvis in his prime, if we had social media, it would be insane.
Oh, he would probably be president
Yeah, it'd be insane.
of the world.
Yeah, you're right.
But,
'Cause
I
he
know
went viral when there was no
We get on that
no
little
way to go viral.
we get on that conversation sometimes about the king of rock and roll or whatever, and he was really he's a pop artist, but
Yeah.
before, what was kids' music, or teenage music in the 50s before Elvis? There wasn't any.
Well, it depends on if he was a square or a
Was
greaser.
Jerry Lee Lewis not a little bit before Elvis?
No, that was after.
After.
Just a
Oh.
couple of years. The only people who was before.
Also from Mississippi.
Yeah.
Boonville.
He's still alive too, right?
No, he
I
died.
think he
died
just
last year.
passed. He passed away last
It
year.
was weird because there was a rumor he died, and it come out to be untrue. And
And then right after that, he
a week
died.
later.
And I want to say it was COVID that finally brought him down.
He lives in South Haven.
Well, he used to live in Boonville. Back when I did brickwork,
Yeah.
we re-bricked the bottom of his house where his house had shifted. And I tell you what, he is not a nice man.
Oh no, he's not.
Nice old man.
He's
I don't
not.
know what he
He's
was
not.
like when he was young.
Crotchy old
He
man.
didn't
Get
like-
off my lawn,
He
boy.
didn't like Elvis either. I like Jerry Lee Lewis's music better than I do Elvis's. But I'm an Elvis fan, but I like Jerry Lee Lewis music.
They both had a lot of really good songs. So
would,
it's kind of
See something that's really, really, really good. I think it was Jerry Lee Lewis's like 90th birthday or something. And they had a whole bunch of current artists that they done for his birthday party. It's on YouTube. It's like 3 hours long. And there was
I think I
these
know what you're
current
talking
artists
about.
singing with Jerry Lee Lewis. They had like Kid Rock on there and a bunch of other rock artists.
Kid Rock, he's pretty famous.
Oh yeah, Kid Rock's. I'm a fan. I mean, I don't even his rap to his rock and roll.
I
Jesus
kind of
is
liked
still
it. I kind of liked his when he first come out and did Bob with the Ba,
Yeah.
which I know that was his second album, but still, I liked that Kid Rock
That's my
better
favorite.
than I like.
But I like
Country
I like,
Kid Rock.
I like the country. I like the Southern rock Kid Rock, even though he's from Detroit.
Yeah, but he lives in Alabama.
Huh? Well, yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, he bought a place right next to Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it true that he has a White House replica on his property?
That's what I've heard, but I don't know.
Kid Rock owns
Kid
a
Rock?
replica of the White House on
That's
his
pretty
property.
awesome.
I know when you walk in his front door, he's got an elevator that goes to nowhere.
And
Nice.
we've been having this discussion all morning, and Kala, it's hotter now.
It's starting to warm up now because I think it's because all the people are coming in.
What,
And I am
going
gonna
to
tell you this.
through these windows.
Those windows are going to be y'all's downfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may bring my fan tomorrow. Okay, we need to
All right.
sign off.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how that's going to come through, so let's sign off. We'll be back, folks.
All right.
All righty.
We in the red. All right, we're joined here with Miss Hillary Whitehorn. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
And I know you're with Labanner. What's your title?
Okay, it's kind of a long one, but it's
Let's
the
go with it.
Regional Community and Event Senior Specialist. And in a nutshell,
You got an
I
acronym for that?
basically- right? It actually, look, it says recess. I have a lot of fun at my job. I love what I do, and I'm very blessed to get to do it. But what that is in a nutshell is I oversee most of the fundraising and community events in the Mississippi Territory for Labanner Children's Hospitals. So we have the hospital in Memphis, of course, and then we have several outpatient clinics located in the surrounding area. Of course, one here in Tupelo, Mississippi. So
Right on. I want you to tell us about that program you got with the gaming community. I thought that was really neat. That's a good way to bring Labanner into
Yes.
that world, and it's really cool. Tell us about that.
Okay, that program is called Extra Life, and it is done through the Children Miracle Network, which is a national program. And how it started was some of the doctors and nurses in the children's hospitals got together as a gaming community, and they would start with when they were doing like their Twitch or when they're streaming and online gameplay. They would ask their online gamers that they're playing with, like, "Hey, I'm trying to raise proceeds for Labanner. Will you participate?" And so it's really launched off to a great campaign. It's called Extra Life. It's at extralife.org. That's extra-life.org. And you can go on there and set up basically the fundraising page. And then as you're playing games or hanging out or even at a tabletop game, you can share that with your friends and raise funds for our children who desperately need help. So
That's a really good idea. I like that. And or like I said, it's a really good way to bring that into that world because it's such a huge community, and that's what all the kids are doing now. And now they can not just play games and have fun, but they can participate in something, a good
Yes,
cause.
and we love this community. We love the cosplay. We love the gaming community. They are such a passionate and loyal group of people, and which we share that for our kids. So it's a great opportunity to meet people that you normally would not get to see out in, we have
Yeah.
Walmart and we have, Costco and these other stores, but you don't really get to connect with your gamers and your cosplayers until you get to come to these con events. And so we take full advantage of getting to know some of the most passionate and loyal people that we can find.
There's a term they use up here that we started getting that they call it our con family. You only see them at cons and
Yes.
conventions and stuff, and they call it just our con family.
Yes, and it is like a family. And we had so much fun because when we set up, a lot of times you get to see some of the people. You really do only see them here.
Yeah.
And they kind of like, I'll overhear them saying, oh, so-and-so said if we don't meet them for dinner, they're going to strangle us. Like it's a time for them to get together as kind of a distant family, long distance relationship, and you get to see each other every once in a while. So
So you've done several like this?
our staff has done several like this. I actually just started this position back in December.
Okay.
And so it's kind of new to me. We had the one in Corinth a few months ago, back in February, and now this one, and I'm excited to do more. I think the one in Memphis, Tennessee is coming up as well, so looking forward to doing that one too.
Right on. Are you familiar with the one that is it Loves?
Loves.
That's the one we
Love Truck
participate in.
Stop.
So
That's
like the
we
Love-
do an
Yes.
event
the
with
one
them
they do every year.
Fantastic. Yes, they
Like
do.
September. Is that right?
Yes, it's sometime in September. They have, they kind of have a couple of campaigns, maybe even a year round of giving on a couple of things. But they are a huge supporter of Le Bonheur Hospitals through Children's Miracle Network, major partner of ours, as well as a few others. But yeah, they're a great organization. They always show up and show out for our kids and our patient families, and we love having a partnership with them.
Yeah, we don't do it through the podcast, but we've got a band, so we do
cool.
it through with the band.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
they have a
always
concert
big
at
turnout.
the end of the. They do it for like the whole month.
Yes.
And then one of our drummer actually is a manager at one of the Loves, and he has a concert, and we get up and play. And last year, I think we raised $4,000 or $5,000, which isn't bad for a metal band. You know?
I know. What's the name of your band?
Killjoy.
Killjoy. Okay, cool. I'm
Shameless
looking it
promotion,
up. Yay! Yeah, I'll
But
definitely look you
we have
guys
fun
up.
doing that because, like you said, the staff and the people we work with are just like super cool, and it's a cool network to be a part of for sure.
Yes, it is. It is, and I'll get to see you this year because I'll be there.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep. I'll be
Great.
there.
good deal.
So
We
yeah.
might look a little bit different, but
Me too. I won't be in cosplay.
What
I'm
are
dressed
you?
up as the Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
Our logo for Le Bonheur, of course, is known
Yeah.
for the heart, so I wanted it to be a heart relation. And then I know you guys can't see it through the mic, but I do have my daughter here. She's a cute little blonde girl, and she's dressed as Alice. So somebody's head has to roll if this thing doesn't go right,
stay
right?
away from
I
the
recognized
shrooms.
Alice, and it's funny I didn't recognize Queen of Hearts, and I play cards all the time. I was thinking like Mario, like I was trying to think.
We do, since you bring that up, we have the Mario Brothers prize box. So you can see it's got the coin block that they hit and the mystery question mark. People who register for our extralife.org, if they go on there and register, we do have a prize box for them to get some really cool gear and merch. Some stuff in there that you probably would appreciate as a gamer or just anybody who has mobile technology, things like that. So some pretty good prizes. So if anybody wants to go on there and register, they can shoot an email to me at Hillary, that's HILARY .Whitehorn, like the color white, WHITEHORN at MLH.org. Let me know you registered, and I'll get a prize to you because I really appreciate it.
And
Awesome.
we'll also,
And to-
if you don't mind, we'll take pictures of your card and your
Oh,
flyer
perfect.
and post them to the website so they can also go to there and see
I
it.
appreciate that.
Tell them again where to go for the herd program you were telling us about.
Yeah,
The
okay.
gaming?
So for the which program?
She's about the Extra Life program.
The Extra Life, yeah. So it's of course www.extra-life.org.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Good
go
deal.
on there and sign up. Be a hero for kids. Play games. Heal kids. That's the logo. So be a hero. All right, great.
Well, thanks for talking to us for a few minutes. It's good to have good neighbors when you're at a con like this. We always try to hook up with our neighbors, and
Yeah, me too.
we're going to be stuck together for several hours today and tomorrow. It's a good thing we have friendly people right next to us.
That's right. I agree. I'm so happy to have met you guys, and thanks so much for having me on as a guest.
Absolutely, thank you.
Have a great day.
Now we're good.
All right, we got the Ghostbusters here. Tell me a little bit about what's the chapter, or correct me if I'm wrong. How does that work? Like what? Do what?
Franchise.
The franchise. Okay.
Yeah. We are actually we're all recognized by the Ghost Corps. It's the Sony version, or Sony's. It's the one that handles all the Ghostbusters. They're Ghost Corps. We're the 731 Ghostbusters. We're a charity group, well, cosplay for charity. Our core charity is the Carl Perkins Prevention of Child Abuse Superhero Day. It's a free event that happens for kids every last Saturday in April in Selmer, Tennessee.
Okay. Yeah. So y'all do a lot of these.
Yeah, this is our second year as a group, and last year we did 2, and it's just snowballed. We've had an event every weekend in March. We've got next week we've got the premiere of the movie down in Malco in Corinth. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Y'all really jazzed about that, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yes.
Now, since you're with a franchise, does all of your gear have to be movie quality, or
No. Dan Aykroyd described us best when he calls us trash men collecting ghosts. It's basically a bunch of us with a bunch of hi-fi equipment. That's it. Yeah.
Do y'all make
Okay.
a lot of your own stuff, or
Yeah.
a little bit of both?
Check us out.
His whole pack is handmade.
Yeah.
He built
Wow.
everything himself.
Yeah, mine's a hazmat modded.
That is so cool.
oh wow,
And then mine's this full-size spirit, which I modded myself.
That is really cool. Are they heavy?
Oh,
Mine's 32 pounds.
32 pounds?
Yes.
That is
Mine's
really
about 45, 50. Yeah.
What were you telling me earlier about the car to just scan it and then
on the side of my car, I drive the Ecto 1. On the side of my car, I have a QR scanner. You can scan it, and it will take and pull up our Facebook page and everything. Take pictures, send pictures to us.
Yeah, if you want
Okay.
pictures with us, the only thing we ask is you share them to our Facebook.
yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get another picture of y'all in front of the thing before you leave. Of
course, of course.
What kind of stuff y'all got going on after this? You said you got the premiere, and then you're gonna do some more cons this year.
We're going to be at Beyond Con, and then we're looking at the only thing we've got projected is Christmas parades after that.
And then Superhero Day.
Yeah, we did the Superhero Day the last Saturday in April, and then we may do Halloween there in McNair County as well.
Nice, that's really cool. So
Yeah.
what got y'all together and got you into this?
Oh, we're telling that story.
Actually,
Tupelo Con did.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there you go. It's
I,
coming full
uh,
circle.
Yeah, 2 years ago I showed up and got caught on the news while I was here. He showed up later on in the day and then sought me out and asked me if I knew any of groups. And I was like, I don't, and I'm not really that interested because I'm new. And the more I thought about it, the more it come about. Be like, yeah. So I went home, sketched out a franchise patch and started rolling, getting us into we're in the firehouse in Tribeca, our patch is. We're on the National Registry, Ecto's national, we're on the national map. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah,
Just
Ecto 1 is
snowballed.
actually our registered Ecto 1 car.
so
That's
who
really cool.
owns Ecto
That would be
1?
me.
That is
That would
yours?
be- Yes, sir.
We are full-fledged Ghostbusters.
Did you buy it? Did you make it?
It's my personal car.
Really?
Yeah.
Personal
So
driver.
it all started off as I'm a big Ghostbusters fan, and for Halloween, my cousin, she bought a cricket machine. She's like, I want to put decals on. Let's make Ecto 1. I'm like, okay. And then it just kept adding to that. And
Nice.
now I drive it every day.
Nice. Now, where are y'all from?
Huh?
Where are y'all from?
I'm from McNair County. Billy?
I'm from Iuka, Mississippi.
And I'm from Corinth, Mississippi.
Oxford, Mississippi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Other than
All over.
Oxford, y'all like pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm in 2 different groups.
Yeah, that was one thing I was going to ask. Do the different groups like meet up together and intermingle and
We
like,
do,
stuff as like a whole conglomerate?
Yeah, you've got the National Ghostbuster Day that happens in major cities. Of course, it's too far for me to travel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Matter of fact, one of the Tennessee Ghostbusters, that group is actually in New York now for the movie. They had their movie premiere last night at the Firehouse in Tribeca. We had one of the Arkansas Ghostbusters here earlier today. He come by and took our psychic test.
Now, outside of being huge fans of the movie, like, do any of y'all do any real life paranormal investigating?
used to back in my younger days, but not anymore. No. there's a reason there's a tube. There's a reason there's a tube on my.
So
I get scared easy nowadays.
This new one, it's called Frozen Empire, right?
Frozen Empire. Yes.
I knew about Afterlife way ahead, way before it came out, but this one kind of snuck up on me. It didn't seem like they did a whole lot of advertising, and then boom, like there it was. It was like already.
Yeah, the only teasers really you got was at the end after the credits ran. That second after credit scene where Winston talks about going back and funding it all. So yeah.
Yeah, and I know, like, in reading articles and stuff throughout the years, Bill Murray was always really elusive about doing another one or not wanting to appear in it and wanting them to kill him off. Do you think his involvement in the new movie has to do with how well Afterlife went, the last one?
Yeah, I think it does because Afterlife it brings back and reintroduces the 84 guys. Of course, we lost Egon back in 2014, so it introduces him and gives the backstory. It's not a full reboot, and it continues along. And of course, Aykroyd and Jason Reitman sat down and wrote this script out to follow along. And of course, Jason is the original producer or the original director's son. He was actually in the second movie. So you've got it going back to its core concepts, the core fan base, and it's just about everything we wanted in a Ghostbuster movie.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Which I think Ghostbusters 2 gets a little bad rep, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's not as good as the first one, obviously. I mean, that's hard to beat. But a lot of people don't like Part 2. But I thought it was pretty good. I mean, there were some casting choices that were a little but other than that, I liked it. What do y'all think?
Yeah, we liked it.
Of course, everybody's favorite is Part 1, but I was really pleasantly surprised with Afterlife, and I'm really looking forward to Frozen Empire, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're moving the franchise not only to worldwide status, and they're bringing it back to the real Ghostbuster cartoons. You're going to start seeing more of those concepts in the movies now. And of course, that's for us Ghostbuster fans. It's kind of how we grew up, was the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah, and so you're going to start seeing a lot more elements from it, like a possessed ecto, all the different ghosts. Yeah.
You remember when the real Ghostbusters cereal came out?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't that great, but it was cool because it was Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Dad's milk green.
About bland. Yeah, it tastes like cardboard. It tastes like colored cardboard.
Maybe if we keep going, we'll get People Busters.
Oh, yeah.
Toothpaste.
Oh,
Had it all.
Yeah,
Toothpaste.
the grimy toothpaste, man.
I like how they keep it scary, but it's hard to do horror and comedy together. And like the scares are scary, like the library ghost. I mean, that was legit. Like when I was a kid and saw that, I was like, whoa.
Oh, I jumped.
But it's funny too, and it's hard to pull that off without being cheesy. But,
Right.
But they, I don't know how they do it, but it's really good. And like I said, like you said, that's everything you would want in a Ghostbusters movie, the Afterlife, and so I'm really looking forward to this one. I can't wait to see it.
Well, Dan Aykroyd, his entire family has been steeped in the paranormal. They're noted paranormal researchers and all that, and of course he's a comedian. So he just wrote what he knew. Of course, the first iteration of the movie we knew wasn't going to get made until that where Trash Men Just Catching Ghosts idea popped in, and then there it was.
Wouldn't was it Jim Belushi was supposed to play Venkman originally?
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been a whole different thing.
There was a lot of recasting in that too. Yeah. They would have been a lot of.
One time they were saying Eddie Murphy or somebody was going to be Winston or something.
I heard that.
It's supposed to have been the original one.
Because they were trying to pull in a lot of SNL guys of that time. That's right. Do y'all have any plugs, websites, social media?
Well, we got our Facebook, the 731 Ghostbusters. We have two of them. Try to join the group. The other page is for us interacting with other Ghostbuster groups to get attention to us. So not much happens on that one, but the Facebook group itself is where it's at. Yeah, you can catch us all on there.
That and TikTok. We're on TikTok also.
Okay. So just look up Ghostbusters 731.
The 731 Ghostbusters.
Okay, right on. Well, usually when they start yelling in the speakers, the cue for us to wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
It bleeds over into the mics. But thank y'all for stopping by.
Thank you.
I want to get a picture out front
Yes,
of our
sir.
thing for you, Lou.
Awesome.
All right, what's your name?
My name's Braden Negrote.
Where are you from?
Sotelo, and I'm born in Tupelo, Mississippi with my mom.
But you live in Saltillo now?
Yeah,
You like it there?
yes.
So what have you seen today that you like the most?
I like Elvis.
Just Elvis? That's the only thing you like up here so far?
Yes.
Did you go see all the animals?
No, I don't like animals.
Oh, you don't like animals? So who are you up here with?
With someone touching my arms. Is my mama's mom passed away?
Oh, I'm sorry. So are you up here with your dad?
Yes.
What did your dad do?
Selling houses.
You want to come up with him? You can be on it with him. And so what are you here with?
I'm here with Echo Realty. Our office is located in South Tupelo, and we're here to promote our brokerage.
Okay. So is this a father-son thing? You work with your dad?
Yes.
Does he pay good? Yeah.
So are you excited for anything other than Elvis?
Not
What
really.
about the bike and stuff?
I love Vikings.
Oh, yeah?
I like Thor.
Thor's a good one. You got a hammer?
At home, of course.
Can you lift it?
Yes.
So
in
you-
real life.
So you're worthy.
Yes, I'm worthy.
Good deal. So what do you think of all the people dressed up in cosplay?
I like Thor. He's the god of thunder.
Uh-huh.
And his birth moon is the thermostat.
Really? See, I didn't know that. So do you like the comic book Thor, or do you like
I
the...
like comic book Thor.
Awesome. Anything else you want to tell everybody?
Let's
What do you
see.
think about all the people that you see dressed in costumes? Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Are you going to dress up? You come back next year?
Yes.
Oh, he's coming back tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm
tomorrow?
coming Tomorrow.
What are you going to dress up as tomorrow?
Elvis.
Nice.
Nice. Well, when you come back as Elvis tomorrow, you make sure you stop and see us, all right?
All right.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
It's Boba Fett.
Good
It is the way.
morning.
Not every Mandalorian is Boba Fett, but every Boba Fett is a Mandalorian.
We have time travel, Kelly. We've time traveled from one day to the next.
Nobody will know that yet.
And people are listening.
We were going to
they'll
lie
know
to
we
them and
time
tell them that
traveled.
this is the outro from yesterday because we were going to do the outro when we got back to the studio. But when we got
So then
back
we're going
to
to travel back in time to go forward.
we got to jump around a little bit.
Gets a little Marvel
Cue in some
confusing after a
TARDIS
while.
sounds.
We need Deadpool to reboot everything.
A
It's
gentle
getting too
reboot.
confusing. You know, that's what it's going to be. Yeah. And they're going to use Deadpool to just reboot Marvel because it got so confusing. Like, let's just screw it all up.
I'm good with that.
Me too.
I'm pleasantly
And he did that in the
surprised that
comics, too, so.
that there's so many people cosplaying today. I was afraid they wouldn't because the cosplay
I was the
contest
same
was
way.
yesterday.
I thought it would. There
They
would
usually
be a whole lot.
There's usually not a lot of cosplay on Sundays, but today is and
some
judging by the
people-
parking lot, there's a nice crowd here.
Well, some people do two costumes, and they'll
Yeah.
they'll do one Saturday and one Sunday. They'll do probably their main one for Saturday because of the.
I'm
contest.
interested to see how many people recognize the mushroom head.
There'll
You don't think they
some.
will? I bet you'll get a
surprised.
couple. Surely you'll get a couple. We need to get a picture of you in front of the thing.
Yeah, because I'm one of the people. What is that?
We
that
could
was a
even
mushroom
lie,
head?
man.
What is it?
We could lie about it.
Okay.
Even. We met Mushroom Head.
That was really
I know
them.
who they are because of Sean. That's it. Yeah.
So like y'all lying, that's Sean.
Yeah.
Dave Mustaine.
Ain't fool with nobody. That's the only person we know that would do that would wear that.
I went and saw Mushroom Head at the New Daisy on their first album tour.
Yeah.
It was insane because they weren't like too famous yet, so there was it wasn't like sold out.
I remember.
It was
that
like an
trip.
intimate
I was on
show.
that trip.
You were there?
Mm-hmm.
Who else played that night? There was a couple local bands.
Nobody famous.
They're on
Miss
the
Fletcher,
first, on
a
the
band
first
called Miss
DVD,
Fletcher.
there's a scene of J-Man on stage, and he's all like, "We could have went home 2 days ago, but we said that we're coming to Memphis."
It probabably was. Yeah, I mean, it was their first.
Well,
the only single they had out was.
You also remember
the one with the Trojan horse in the video.
You also remember
Solitary Unraveling.
They did a tribute to Williams. What's his name from Drowning Pool?
Dave Williams, yeah.
They did a tribute to him because he had just died like a year before, maybe.
That's amazing.
And they did Bodies.
And they had more people in the band back then.
It was 8.
It was just 8? It seemed like more. Because I remember listening to an interview and he said, well, we're back down to like 8 people or 7 people or something like that. They had like...
Because you had 2 guitar players, bass player, drummer,
keyboards,
keyboardist, and samplist.
DJ, samplist, drummer. Well, then they added the water drummers.
That was way later. That was when Waylon joined the band. Did you see him with water drums?
No, they did not have water drums on that tour. They all had the same black mask.
Yeah.
And then, of course, J-Man and Jeffrey had face paint. But Jeffrey Nothing's face paint was like the masks.
Yeah.
But J-Man's has always been the panda.
Dude, I watched...
This is kind of the place to be here today, like this morning, in the morning, because you're seeing everybody come by in their cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
Get in there and sweat and have to take it all off.
Their makeup isn't running yet.
Are they makeup running? Like this is, you get them fresh coming in the door. They're all excited.
That's what I was.
An hour from now, they won't care.
That's what I was telling you yesterday when I walked out to go get something. I think they was before they let the doors in. They were literally lined up all the way down there about the bottom of the hill, and I was like, I should have got like a shot. But I didn't have my phone.
But people would have been thinking you were like rubbing their nose in it. That you was already inside, and they would.
Oh no, they spent all that time on the costumes. They want somebody to take a picture of.
Oh yeah. So they want some acknowledgement.
Years ago, we went to a Walker Stalker, a Walking Dead thing, and we bought like VIP passes, so they would allow the VIP people to go in like an hour early.
Yeah.
But like you had to walk, like it was 2 stories, and the whole top floor was the people who didn't buy VIP passes. So you're walking in between them as they're all standing down there looking at you. It was so awkward because it's like, hey, we get to go in, but y'all don't.
The first
I
year,
remember the first year they did
it here.
Yeah.
Well, the first year they did it here, we were, big shocker, we were a little late, and it was a huge line. I'm talking about it almost wrapped the building.
Yeah, that.
And it was really hot outside, and we were like cutting through because we were having to set up, and we had so many go to hell looks because we were just barging through everybody.
I was watching Ozfest 2005 DVD, and Rob Zombie was playing.
Oh wow!
And he was like, "I'm not trying to be a dick, but some of you stink." And he's like, he said, his waves of BO is coming at us, and we got fans to push it back. But I knew we're losing the war.
Wow.
And then he pointed over here. He's like, that girl right there thinks that taking her shirt off will combat the smell. Yeah, she's right.
That's funny. I wonder how the wrestling did last night. Anybody got any?
Dylan came. They said it was hilarious.
Was it packed? Was it packed out?
I'll ask him.
I heard that it was. It seemed like it was going to be packed because they had almost sold out of their pre-sales. There's like a VIP, and then there's tickets at the door, like 2 different packages, I guess you'd say.
You know, we should have used some of our influence and just gotten us some free tickets.
Our influence? Do we have that?
Well, we know Tia real well.
That's true. Hollywood.
And we know Hollywood, so.
Say what?
Hollywood Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I mean, we need to start using our influence more.
We never did Hollywood Jimmy before.
No, we need to start using our influence more to get more free stuff. We're using our power for good right now.
He cut a promo on us because we were from Hatley. He's like, "Oh Lord, you're gonna show up on your tractors."
He also did a like a kind of a famous interview. He interviewed Kamala when he was way on in years. You know, he had diabetes and had to have his legs amputated before he passed away. And Hollywood Jimmy was one of the last people to get an interview with him because he lives somewhere here in Mississippi.
Yeah, he's from Mississippi.
Kamala and
down the Delta.
He had his legs
cut
off.
On the coast.
And no, I think it's in the Delta.
It was in the Delta.
Yeah. But yeah, he had to have his legs amputated, and Hollywood Jimmy was one of the last ones to do an interview. And like he had a lot of animosity against Vince McMahon over money because Hogan was making like thousands a night, and Kamala was making like a few $100. And then Kamala was about to lose his house and asked.
And it seems like he got screwed over on his little action figure too.
Yeah. And then Kamala was about to lose his house, and he asked Vince McMahon for like $2,000 just to catch up on payments. And Vince McMahon told him no, and so he had this real heavy animosity against Vince McMahon. Because I mean, that's like dropping 15 cents for us, you know,
or less.
So, and that was a big interview.
What was I talking about before that? I had a point to make. I can't remember what it was. Something about wrestling, maybe. I can't remember.
Well, we do have WrestleMania coming up.
Yeah.
We might need to get on and do it when.
Well, it was segued in because of the wrestling here last night. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of good cosplay stuff.
That's Five Nights at Freddy. There was that video game. We interviewed that guy,
Andy Field,
a couple of years ago.
He's from Oxford.
And now
that's what I was going to say.
And now they got a made a movie.
One of the Five Nights at Freddy.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Watch it.
I've
never played the game, but I've watched people playing it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I was going to say is I was watching or listening to something, and this guy was talking about famous people from Mississippi, like how crazy it is, how remote we are. Mm-hmm. Like it's not like we're over close to LA or anything like that. But he's like, all right, when it comes to TV shows, you got Oprah's from Mississippi. When it comes to authors, you got was it
John Grisham? Yeah.
And then they were talking about they just went through music. You got
music's big time.
Elvis,
all the old blues.
Jerry Lee Lewis, and
Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's from Mississippi.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. There's your there's your movie.
That plays James Stanback in Young and the Restless.
Football.
Like outside
you got
of
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice and
who else?
I pass signs.
Walter Payton's from Mississippi, ain't he?
I pass signs all the time.
The quarterback for Dallas.
Dak Prescott, yeah.
He played for Mississippi State. I don't know if he's from Mississippi. But
yeah, he's from Mississippi.
I would assume so.
Yeah, Steve McNair's from Mississippi too.
Well, and also we had a pitcher from
then you
Amory.
also got
Jerry Lawler. No, he's Memphis.
Packers.
That's close though.
Oh, Brett
Favre.
Yeah. Well, we had a.
That's right. Will Clark from Bears or baseball
for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Like you can name off like every major.
Yeah, he's from Amory.
He's from Amory.
Yeah.
Moreland.
Don't
Mitch
think
Moreland.
we got any famous hockey players though.
No, we don't get.
No.
Our legs don't freeze up enough.
We got a famous podcast.
We probably have some infamous people that hit people with sticks.
Oh, I'm sure we got a bunch of them in Mississippi.
You got a famous podcast, Real Pop Culture, is from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason we're famous is because we might be the only one. So we're automatically number one. We're the employee of the month every month.
You
Because
bring that up, and I was looking at our numbers when I posted 202, and it said we were like 300th in our division, and or globally or Podomatic globally, however they do it, we're like 9,000.
Well, I just so happened to look it up on.
Those are good numbers.
If we're 9,000th out of 9,001, that might not be good. But if we're 9,000th out of 90,000, that's pretty good.
Well, I looked it up one time about a year ago on iTunes, and in our category, we were ranked number 13, and it was out of like 80 something on there, and we were ranked number 13.
See, I'd like
for plays.
Yeah, I'd like for us to find real true analytics of
metrics and analytics for podcasts. I did a deep dive on this. They're very confusing and it's almost impossible to get it accurate because different platforms report differently. Some of them it's by the download, some is by the play, a lot of them is by what it boils down to. If you really want to help a podcast, subscribe to it.
Yeah.
And subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Because those are metrics that advertisers look at, because the other metrics are really hard. Like, let's say how many people listen to this episode. Well, it could be 300 to 3,000. Like, that's how off it could be.
See, that's too big of a gap.
It is. It's really a problem.
But there's got to be a way to track it. Otherwise, like Joe Rogan and all of them, their numbers. There's no way to actually tell how much they get listened to.
Well, and true, if you have subscribers, it makes the metrics easier because if you're subscribed, it's going to download it every time you release an episode, so it's going to report that metric.
Yeah.
In other words, if you've got 20 subscribers, you publish a podcast, there's 20 downloads.
We may be able to check how many we got, how many followers we got, like on Spotify and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And like YouTube is a lot easier because it's just right there on the video.
It's right there. It
tells
shows you.
exactly how many people.
Yeah, it's
listen, how
different.
many
A lot of
It's
people
a lot
judge
easier.
which video to watch based on that number.
But we have a very, very low YouTube presence.
But we don't post a lot on YouTube.
We have one video on our channel.
Get
I mean,
that, get them cameras mounted over them.
Well, now that I've got
talked about that.
now that I've got the new computer in the studio,
always
we
said I
just
got
need to
a,
we just need to just
like,
go over and just take over
I'm
the
a
man
good-looking
cave
guy on the
and just
radio.
do it and just
yeah,
tell them
I got
all
a voice.
later.
I got a voice for
Yeah,
a
like-
face for radio.
Face for radio.
I don't have a voice for it, but I got
on
a
the
face
radio,
for it.
I'm
Like, hey, we're on
guy.
camera. Like, what? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me set my belly in.
You start seeing me on YouTube. That's a little.
Good luck
that's a
editing
good
this.
tool.
We have two conversations.
Because me and
going.
you are already setting their belly in.
Yeah, I'm. This whole segment's got to be cut out.
Like y'all two are talking, I'm talking to Clint,
Yeah.
and I'm talking to Sean.
Yeah.
I thought he'd start
conversation.
recording already.
No. I just been recording.
Hey, you got content.
Hey, we
It's-
had a
it's,
whole.
It's gobbledygook, but it's content.
One time when TKO Turner was here,
Oh
we had
my
like
God.
4 or 5 mics set up, and all of us were just like cross
why I
Oh,
talking.
God.
It was just
Because
a
he was
train
like
wreck.
bringing everybody in. Hey, come get on this podcast. Come get,
Hey, get over here,
come get on this podcast.
Well, remember, we started calling it the TKO
takeover. Yeah.
And every Sunday at about 6, that's when it would happen.
Well, you know that like that one year, I would just like walk away when we were interviewing because it was like if we have 4 people interviewing one person.
Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just, so I just walk away. You know, certain ones I'd be like, I don't know a lot about that, so I'm just gonna walk away and let you know.
And the cool thing is about TKO is he's a wrestler and he's like a heel, so he can get away with like making fun of people because his persona kind of follows it.
He's really good on the mic, too.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is.
yeah.
He's hilarious.
And he would
too.
drag the truth out of people, and that's what was so funny. He'd make them admit super embarrassing things on air.
And he would like impersonate people.
You make fun of Germ right there on the podcast. But him and Germ were buddies, though. They like that.
Oh yeah, like the night before.
He body slammed him in one of the.
Yeah, he body slammed him on top of his opponent.
All right, if I can get you to introduce yourself.
Sure. My name's Michael Walrath. I'm the Executive Director for Mississippi Wildlife Rehabilitation, Inc.
And I went by y'all's booth yesterday, and y'all have a bunch of animals, which your staff call ambassadors.
Correct.
Could you explain that?
Sure, absolutely. So our mission is to bring in injured and orphaned wildlife, birds and reptiles, with the goal of nursing them back to health, putting them back out into the wild. That's our ultimate goal. Sometimes the animals that come to us have injuries that prevent us from releasing them. So for instance, a couple of the animals that we have with us today have had damage to their eyes. They're not able to see. And raptors, hawks, owls, they rely on their vision to hunt. Some of them have had broken wings that didn't heal fully, so they weren't able to be released because they can't fly and hunt on their own. So when animals happen like that, we have the opportunity to bring them into our education program. And they are not pets. So we maintain specific permits to the state and federal government that allow us to keep them. We care for them, provide for them, and then we're able to take them out into public to teach people about what we do, and more importantly, to inspire them about what we do. Because while I feel that we have a lot of great volunteers that are really passionate about what we do, we've got some professionals that have done this for a while and are great at sharing how to care for wildlife. Nothing makes a connection like a live animal.
Yes.
Like I work in the opposite field. I hate to say this, but I work in the opposite field. Like I'm in pest control.
Fair enough.
And so I get a lot of calls. You know, I work for hospitals and stuff a lot, so I get calls for everything. You
Right,
know, we've
right.
got a skunk. We've got. So what would if, like, say, just for instance, me, like, say I'm out on a job and I've got a live trap, because I do try to live trap as much as possible.
Sure.
And I've got a live trap and I find a skunk that's injured, you know, from the trap or whatever, you know.
Right. So
Would I be able to call up anybody and just say, hey, I've got an injured skunk or I've got an injured whatever it is, you know?
Right. So you would need to contact a licensed rehabilitator, which we are.
Okay.
I don't have my hotline number. Well, actually, I do. Business card here. So you can call our hotline number, which is, can I share?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
You
So
share
you
your
can call
website,
our
your
hotline
links,
number,
everything.
which is 662-612-6455. Now, we're located in Hernando and Coldwater, Mississippi, but we take in injured animals from all over North Mississippi. And we don't actually do mammals. We do birds and reptiles, but we partner with someone who does mammals, North Mississippi Mammal Rehab. And so you can call us and we can get you the right person. But you always want to call the licensed rehabber first.
But I was just saying that for anybody. If somebody was going down the road and saw an owl,
Absolutely.
they'd been hit by a car.
And that is how we get our patients. Yeah, we get calls from all over the state. And then we have volunteers that are located throughout the state too that can help us transport that. That's a major. That's the first step. Is how do you get the injured animal into the rehabber? And so we're always looking for volunteers that are able to do just those things, as well as volunteers that are able to come and help out on a daily basis at our hospital. We also do a lot of education programs. So rehabilitation is one side of our organization. Conservation and education are the other side, which are just as equally important, because if we can preserve habitats, or if we can teach people how to do easy, sustainable things in their daily lives and prevent all the conditions and situations that cause these animals to come to us in the first place, then we're really making an impact, and that's our goal.
Now, you mentioned volunteers. How does one go about volunteering?
Absolutely. Well, easy way is to go to our website, which is mswildliferehab.org. And you can find out more about the organization there, how to support it through volunteering. So it's an application process. You complete an application, email it to us. We'll reach back out to you and see, if you fit. What we're looking for right now, but we are primarily a volunteer-sourced operation. We're a very small, non-profit organization, fully funded by private donations. We don't receive any funding from the federal or the state government.
Well, if people's looking to donate, how would it? Same website?
Excellent question. Yes, absolutely. Same website. You can go to our donation page, and you can donate through PayPal, through Cash App, through anything like that. Of course, at events like this, we're also accepting donations, and people have been very generous at the event.
What type
today.
of training would somebody have to do to rehab a reptile or a bird or something like that? Do y'all go through training of some sort?
Absolutely, yeah. So again, we have licensed rehabbers on site. Our wildlife director is the only certified wildlife rehabber through the International Wildlife Rehabilitation Association in the state of Mississippi. And so basically what that is she has taken a bunch of tests and passed them, and now has to maintain that every 2 years. Okay. She just recently got her recertification last year, but she's the only certified. Now there are other licensed rehabbers in the state, and then as a volunteer, you would come under one of our experienced volunteers or other rehabbers, and shadow. It's a mentoring program basically, and you would learn that. And that's actually how our wildlife director was trained. She was trained by our founder, Valerie Smith, who unfortunately passed away in April of last year. She founded the organization in 1995, but our volunteer wildlife director, Stephanie, started as a volunteer, was trained by Valerie, and eventually became the wildlife director, and has been for a couple of years.
Well, other than money donations, which are always great,
right,
is there any other kind of donations y'all accept, like food or bedding?
We will take whatever we can use. Yeah. So again, we're fully funded by private donations. So on our website, in addition to cash donations, we have an Amazon wish list. Okay. Yeah. But we're also looking for, especially certain times of the season, like it's spring. What happens in the spring? You get baby birds. And baby bird season is one of our busiest times of the year. We could have 3 dozen baby birds in care, and baby birds have to eat every couple of hours during the day. Mm-hmm. So they eat mostly insects, the songbirds that we get. So we'll go through thousands of mealworms every day. So people can donate mealworms through us, or things like that. And again, our Amazon website wish list, we have that there. Mice.
We'll go through and pull out some of the information that you give us and post links if we need
awesome.
to.
Yeah,
okay.
we'll do that on our Facebook and whatnot. So.
Right.
So,
and
yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, mice. We go through a lot of mice and rats every year. In fact, that's the largest expense that we have. We spend over $1,000 a month $1,200 a month, just mice and rats alone.
See, you catch the mice now. You just give it to
Well, no, I think we're,
and
and I would say we're not that far apart.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I've come up.
And like I said before, I do the most humane I can.
Right.
I mean, for my job, like I use as many live traps as I can.
Right.
If I find, I hate to use glue boards, but if I do and I find something on the glue board, I release it.
Fair enough.
I'll take it down the road and put oil, like vegetable oil
Yeah.
or something on it and release it.
Yeah,
so I do as humane as I can.
We get patience there, and there's always different ways to do it. And one of the ways that we hope to do things is partner with people like yourself that are in the pesticide side to look at not only what happens when you find an animal, maybe some alternatives to some of the practices that you're using today. I live in a home. I get mice and rats in my home, and I don't like them in the house.
We have at my office. We have a room, an office room that's full of snakes that they bring, and we have people that work in my office that actually take care of the snakes that we bring in, or we capture.
Oh, the wild snakes. Are you using
and,
those for rodent control?
No, I don't know exactly. I think we've got a specialist on the coast, and that's what he does is the snakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he's just got a heart for them, so he just keeps them.
I had a friend in high school. He had a bunch of pythons,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of pythons, and his cost was mice and rats.
Right.
So he started raising his own.
It's expensive, and we actually do raise some of our own.
He started raising his own.
That's another resource.
Another cost,
yeah, and so right now for us, the frozen side is we actually we have a hospital, a wildlife hospital. It's on Lake Arcabutla. Through a loan through the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. We have a great partnership with them. We also have a 154-acre property on the northwest corner of Arcabutla. It's called the ARC Trails, A-R-K Trails. And currently, we have 2 miles of hiking trails out there and an education pavilion. Our big goal, and this was our founder, Valerie's big vision, was to build a nature center and a new wildlife hospital on that property. And we're working towards that. It's actually one of the reasons I joined the organization in September of last year, because I have a background doing stuff like that. That'll be a place for people to come and visit, to get connected with wildlife, and it'll also give us more capacity to help with the animals that are injured in a new state-of-the-art hospital.
We're coming up on the anniversary of the tornado that hit my hometown a year ago. Y'all get a lot of injured animals from that situation, like storm damage and tornado damage and stuff like that?
We do get animals from that, like especially when the freezes came, or I'll tell you, the drought last year really impacted the wildlife because it reduced the number and the availability of prey items for certain animals. And so where animals might not otherwise hunt or hunt for certain things, they would be out, especially along the roadsides and things like that, hunting there more. And road strikes are one of the primary reasons we get patients in. The animals that get hit by cars. And a lot of people don't realize that the hawks, the owls and stuff are hunting along the side of the road because the rodents are there eating the trash that was thrown out the window. And not only trash, but banana peels, apple cores, things that normally you could throw out in nature and they would decompose. You would think about it. But when you throw them by the side of the road, it attracts those animals. And raptors are they're beautiful. They're not terribly intelligent, but they're excellent at hunting. And when they lock in on prey, they are locked in.
Kind of tunnel vision.
And they will swoop down, at a mouse or a rat or something on the side of the road, nibbling on an apple core. And a truck or a vehicle comes by, they're not going to see it, and they're going to lose every time.
Yeah. Was there anything you can think of that you want to push, whether it be
things like that, like simple things that people don't realize, like
Tips
throwing stuff out of a window, out of a car
absolutely,
window.
that's one of the things.
Tips just
right.
A normal person can do in a normal day.
Right.
And just,
Don't litter. Don't litter.
Don't throw.
That's
don't litter, but definitely don't do it on the side of the road. We always share that. We do a lot of education programs. I mentioned that earlier, and all of our education programs are geared at teaching people how to do simple things in their life. Now we currently have a workshop series going on. We call it our Backyard Wildlife Habitat Workshop Series. The big goal is to create healthy habitat. Loss of habitat is one of the main reasons that species are declining. Plants, animals, you name it, across the world. And so in this 3-part workshop, we're teaching people how to create healthy natural habitat in their homes by providing shelter, providing natural food sources through native plants and other sources, and providing water. So you can learn more about the education programs that we have on our website. As well as our upcoming summer camps for kids ages 8 to 12. We've got a nature art camp in the second week of July. And the last week of June, we have a wildlife camp where kids can learn all about mammals and reptiles, birds, amphibians, and we call them creepy crawlies, arthropods, insects, arachnids, things like that.
And it's just for kids?
8 to 12, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's right up my alley.
You
right
volunteer,
there.
yeah.
So
Is
where
there
are
any
crazy stories?
Crazy story. Well, yeah.
Good
so,
ones, or that led into something.
So on New Year's Eve, we received a call about an American bald eagle that was not able to fly. And our wildlife director and some of our volunteers went out that evening. They were able to find it, but it was able to run and get out over the river, and the sun was going down. So they decided it wasn't going to be safe to try to rescue the bird during the dark. So they went home, slept for a little while, got up before the sun came up, went back out, were able to relocate the eagle. And after a chase, the eagle actually jumped into the cold water river. Our wildlife director jumped in after it and was able to secure the eagle and rescue it. And it's still in care today. It's doing well, but it's got a serious wing injury, which could take several months to actually heal.
Jumped in a river.
Jumped in the cold water river. Yeah, I will tell you, the people that volunteer with the organization, they do it because of a passion that. It's absolutely. You started to ask me something.
No, I was just going to say, basically what he was saying. Are there any cool stories?
Okay.
Really cool animals that you have come across?
Yeah.
Like, you got a corn snake. I think your buddy called him Cornelius.
Cornelius.
He was really interesting.
He's really cool. He's one of our great ambassador animals because he's really easy to handle. Also, he's one of the few animals that we can allow people to touch. None of the birds are allowed to be touched, partly because of our permits, which prohibit it. The other reason it wouldn't be safe or comfortable for the birds, especially not for the public. You notice we're handling those raptors, we're wearing gloves to protect ourselves from their talons.
On both sides.
Yeah. I will share another interesting story. One of our education ambassadors, his name is Vinny, and he is a black vulture. I mentioned earlier that raptors aren't terribly smart. Well, vultures are. They're one of the few intelligent raptors. Very, very inquisitive, very, very intelligent. His story is really interesting. Vultures actually nest on the ground. A lot of people don't realize that, but some local kids found a vulture nest. Thought it would be cool to take one of the eggs home and put it in the chicken incubator.
Oh, no.
They put it in the incubator with the chicken eggs, and eventually it did hatch. Mom and Dad realized that this is not a chick. They tried for about a week, I think, to raise it, and realized that it was well beyond their ability to do that. So thankfully they contacted us, and so this little baby black vulture came into our care, and he has grown up around people. So he's what we call an imprinted bird. He's perfectly healthy, but he never had the opportunity to learn how to be a wild vulture.
So he can't be.
And so he is one of our education animals, and we'll take him out for flight training and walks. He does puzzles. Very intelligent. He's one of our fan favorites. You can learn all about him on our Facebook page. He's a great, and TikTok. Recently we've started putting him out on TikTok. We'll see if the government allows us to continue to do that. But and so he doesn't even like other vultures. We'll bring him out for exercise, and if other vultures fly around, he wants nothing to do with them, which is odd because they're one of the few social raptors. You'll see them in large groups, but again, because he was imprinted, he doesn't.
He thinks he's a human.
His flock are his handlers, his people, the people that care for him and feed him. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah, but he's a great ambassador
Great
for us.
stories.
Thank you.
Like
Yeah.
them.
Well, we love what we do. What?
Wait.
You can talk.
Yeah, you can.
So
talk.
this is Stephanie. This is our wildlife director. She's the one that jumped in the water in the river after the eagle.
Wow. Yeah, he was telling us the story about the eagle and jumping in and.
You just do what you have to do. You don't think about it
Yeah.
until you're accidentally, someone's like, you're about to fall in the cold water river. And I'm like, well, okay. And, sorry.
We've got a friend beside us now.
Oh, what is this?
So this is Coda. He's a male American kestrel. I just gave him a shower, so that's why we were coming out and why he was all wet.
Oh, he's dry.
So he was drying himself off. So
pretty.
So how many ambassadors have you got with you? I know yesterday I seen a red-shouldered hawk, 2 screamer owls. Screech owls. Okay.
Eastern screech owls, yeah.
One other little owl, and I can't remember the name of it. I seen a turtle. I seen a Cornelius, the corn snake.
Right.
I think that's all I seen yesterday.
we have a red-tailed hawk.
Okay.
Machnia, a red-shouldered hawk. We have the 2 screech owls. Rufus is the red morph, and then we have Hazelnut is kind of a brownish gray morph. And then we brought Coda. And then we have 2 box turtles. One's a 3-toed box turtle and one's a Gulf Coast box turtle. And then we have Cornelius.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was every.
I think that's all of our ambassador animals. And one of our volunteers brought a couple of her personal animals. She brought a couple of snakes and some roaches.
So something on education wise, if somebody, I had always heard that if you find a turtle crossing the street,
I'm glad you asked that question.
Not to take it home and put it anywhere because they live within a mile radius.
You're right, yeah.
And so I was just wanting to see if you could educate the people on that. You know,
absolutely.
Like if you, what do you do if you just see a turtle?
So
the poor thing crossing the street.
If you see a turtle crossing the road, you're more than welcome to help and stop and get it across the road. But it's very important that you take the turtle in the direction that it is going, not in the most convenient direction. Because turtles, again, they live in small, you pointed out, they live in small territories. They're also very focused in the direction that they're going, and they're very stubborn. So take the direction they're going, because even if you have to cross, well, I'm not advocating crossing a 4-lane highway, but theoretically, if you have to cross a 4-lane highway to get them to the side they're going, that's going to ensure that, or give them a better chance of not getting hit. Because if you take them and put them back on that easy side, they're going to, once you drive off, they're going to turn around and they're going to go right back in that direction.
That's what I've always heard.
Yeah. And you know, another challenge with turtles, and you mentioned it, is their small territory, box turtles in particular. And we'll get box turtles into care. And it's really important, if you do find an injured turtle, that you let us know where you found that turtle from, because when we rehab those turtles and we get to return them, we need to return them into the area that they were found. In fact, the regulations prevent us from just releasing them anywhere, because we understand that their natural behavior is to, under all circumstances, try to find that territory. And by trying to find that territory, that's going to inevitably make them cross roads, through yards, and other areas that are just going to put them in harm's way. So we're not able, if we don't know where that animal came from, that turtle came from, in a lot of instances, we're not, even if it's a healthy animal, we're not able to release it back out to the wild.
Because you don't know where.
And so that creates an issue of, so when an animal comes into our care, it's basically, there's 3 options. One is, and this is our preferred, is we are able to treat it, rehabilitate it, release it back out into the wild. Number 2 is like the animals that we have with us today. If they're not releasable, then they can be part of an education program, either with us or with another organization similar to us that has the proper permits to do that. The third option is, you know, either is they don't make it.
Yeah.
So either because of their injuries are so severe, they'll die naturally, or, and this is the hard part of our organization, is that we sometimes have to make the hard decision to do the most humane thing, which is actually to euthanize that animal. And if we can't find a home for an animal, sometimes that comes up. But we are able, with turtles and working through Central Turtle Mississippi Rescue, to adopt out a lot of the turtles that are we can't release, but they're healthy enough to still live a full life. They just need to live it under the care of a person that's qualified to do that.
Okay.
Did you have something to add to that?
I was just say, one of our education ambassadors, turtles, that's part of why he's with us. Came in from a hoarding case. They don't know where he came from, so he can't be released. And the other one was a dog attack that would normally be able to be released, but he was the third one that came from the same location. So his home territory has been deemed an unsafe release spot. You keep getting turtles from the same area. You don't want to just take it right back to get eaten by the same dog.
Right.
So
Now, I know a lot of people who have ponds, fishing ponds.
Right.
So there's a lot of turtle relocation going on.
From ponds.
How dangerous is that for them turtles? They're normally relocated to a creek or
Yeah.
away from the pond.
Most of the turtles that I'm assuming you're talking about are the red-eared slider, which is a very common aquatic turtle up here. It's actually not a native species. It's been slowly migrating north, and they're very prolific, and so you end up with lots of turtles. You know, the concern with that is either you're creating an overpopulated area, especially if you put it in a stream or whatever. You're also spreading that turtle. You're increasing that turtle's range, where it's already not in a natural situation. And the other possibility is you could be spreading disease as well. When you overpopulate an area, that's a recipe for disease. It's passed easier from turtle to turtle.
Yeah.
Also, if there's more strain on the resource, not enough food, not enough space, that stresses the animals out, which then creates a situation where that disease can be worse. So as far as relocating it, it's not something we would necessarily advocate. It's a hard, but it is a hard call because there are so many of those turtles out and about.
And it's kind of better than the alternative in some aspects, but the alternative might be more humane in some ways.
what's hard is it's detrimental for the new turtle population where you're going. They do not have the same.
You talking about immunities?
Yeah, so a turtle population will get their own immunities and they will carry stuff. And so when you take a turtle from one location to another, they're not naturally immune to the same things. So that's part of how you spread disease and such.
Gotcha.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
I can't hear you from over that. Yeah, the guy
we're at the front door. Just so all our listeners know, we're at the front door, right beside the stage. So,
and then Coda's
and it can get a little loud and confusing.
Right.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to plug? You want to mention your website again and your hotline?
Sure. Again, the hotline number is 662-612-6455. And our website is mswildliferehab.org.
And that's the same tag for Facebook? We want to do.
Facebook is, you look for Mississippi Wildlife Rehabilitation, Inc.
Okay.
I don't know the link.
And like I said, we'll post all that as we put everything up. We can pull those.
You can put the links in and you can find that from us.
We can tag.
Let me leave a couple of these for you guys.
Thank you.
And, in your business, what's your name?
Yeah, my name's Clint.
Clint,
I do pest control, mostly for the hospital, so I don't see a whole lot. Most of mine's insect related. 99% of my job's insect related.
Sure.
But I do get calls for snakes, and I get calls for, I've had a skunk call, and it just so happened that my company is on the coast. And so I called them. I had a skunk in a live trap. My company's on the coast. Well, they're down there. They said, well, we don't get skunks, so you're the first one. So you're the guinea pig. You tell us how to handle it. So, but when I get something like that, if something were to be injured, and a lot of times just release it because there's a lot of rules against releasing.
Yeah.
I can't just catch a raccoon, take it down the road and let it go.
Right.
And so I mean, I worry about stuff like that. Like, what should I do? I don't want the park rangers or whoever, wherever to think I'm doing something, But it's good to just know the information, of who I need to talk to release an animal.
Right.
So, but
you can call us. Again, we don't do mammals, but we know people who do. And
I can also let my company know that. Like, hey, here's how to take care of this. And I'm sure they know.
And a lot of time, Stephanie does most of this. She's got the most experiences. We're able to consult and share with people what you can do there. A lot of times, especially with baby birds right now, a lot of baby birds that are on the ground don't need care. They just need maybe an oversight, but if the parents are there and there's no predators in the area, of course it depends on the age of the bird as well. But if it's got its feathers and it's we call it fledgling, it's out learning to fly. The best place for that is there. Even if it's a bird that is not quite ready to fly and has fallen out of its nest, some of the best things you can do is put it back, ideally in the nest or close to the nest. If the parents are there, they're going to take care of it. So we're able to hopefully walk people through that on the phone.
Okay.
Before, and there's a misconception also that if you touch a baby bird,
I've always heard that.
your scent will prevent the parents from taking care of it. Well, here's the truth about birds: they don't smell very well, if at all.
Yeah.
So your scent is not going to deter the parents from taking care of it. They're going to have that parental instinct and do it. I mean, and I've seen mother blue jays, I've seen mother crows, I've seen mother mockingbirds take on red-tailed hawks and red-shouldered hawks to protect their babies. So if they're going to do that,
I was gonna say, if you think about it, the amount of time it takes to build a nest, lay the eggs, incubate the eggs, hatch the eggs. By the time you have baby birds, those parents are really invested.
Yeah.
They're feeding them in the beginning every 15 minutes, about 16 hours a day, sun up to sundown. And so, people will be like, oh, they're not going to want to take care of it. I'm like, it takes a lot for,
I think a lot of times parents would tell their kids that just so the kids wouldn't go mess with it.
Yeah, I get told all that. People all over. I grew up on the West Coast. I was taught that as a kid.
Yeah.
It is, I feel like, a very universal thing. Everybody taught, and I realized, that's how they kept us from picking up the baby birds.
And I feel like that's probably what it was with parents, just telling children,
It's got a
hey,
mockingbird, a baby mockingbird.
Right.
And an old bird cage, and they put the old bird cage, put it up, the door open, and she would go in.
A mama would come in and take care of it.
The cat would get it, so we kind of
Yeah, so that's
She would go in that cage and she fed it in that cage
Right.
until it flew out.
Yeah, I mean that's actually
those are like the best case scenarios.
Yeah.
I love rehabbing baby birds and adult birds, but I also love it even more if I can not rehab them, if I can get them back. I love to be able to get them reunited, and they take a lot of care. It's a lot of work to be a bird mom and dad, and honestly, I'm pretty good at my job, but I am not as good as the actual bird parents.
Mother Nature,
Parents are always going to do a better job than we are.
Well, guys, I can't thank y'all enough for coming.
yeah, we learned a lot today, and everybody that listens will learn, And just me, like I said, as far as my job, now I know the steps to take.
Right. Right. Well, and that.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for having us. Yeah, we really appreciate it.
And we're back.
All right. Tupelo Con. That's a wrap for 2024.
We've got a visitor with us. Well, I mean, we can go ahead and point that out, can't we?
He's been with us all day, but yeah.
Hello. You just couldn't hear me earlier when me and Mark were talking?
No, we could hear y'all.
Oh.
You're on the intro.
That was funny.
They were talking about Mushroom Head.
I don't know how that edit's going to go, but like Sean didn't know we were recording, and Clint or Anthony didn't.
Anthony thought we was done recording.
Yeah. So we had 3 conversations going on, which I was a part of 2.
And I'm sitting there like, oh my God, how am I going to edit this?
I remember when we did that one time when Josh Turner was on here. We've mentioned him a lot this episode. But we had that crosstalk thing going, and he's like, this is the most unprofessional podcast I've ever been on. And I was like, well, we're doing like 2 podcasts at once. We're that innovative. So, like, we're the best podcast you've ever been on. We're doing 2 podcasts at once. What other podcast can pull that off?
I miss him, man. He was funny at cons.
Almost died.
He was great.
I figure we'll run into him again.
I hope so.
I've proven the magic of the red chair again. I feel so much better since I've gotten out of it.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, we have this magic red chair in the studio. It's like what do you call those? It's like a wingback.
It's like a Queen Victorian style.
Yeah.
I thought they were called wingback chairs.
I don't know.
Anyway,
it's
just this red. I don't even remember who gave it to me. It was obviously free.
Hey.
Oh, drink.
Drink, Sierra.
Anyway, but every time you sit in that chair, if there's any amount of tired or sleepy in your body,
I don't think you got to be tired or sleepy. If you
it'll
just
find
sit in
it. It'll pull it out of you. But yeah, I have fallen asleep many. Well, Sean fell victim to the red chair last night.
Dude, I've fallen
Next thing
asleep
I
in
know,
that
it's
chair.
5:30.
In the morning.
Yeah.
And you don't drink.
No.
So let's recap. It's recap time. Tupelo Con 2024. I thought it was great.
I give it 2 thumbs up. To me, it was a little bit smaller this year.
See, I didn't get that. Because here's my big complaint about one of them was that it was ironic because this started out just all about comic books. Cons did in general. I mean, the first con ever was Comic Con.
Yeah.
And which, don't get me wrong, it's great that it expanded out to movies and TV and video games and all cosplay and just all kinds of cool things they've all put together in this big conglomerate. But I thought it was ironic because there was one year that there was like one comic book vendor, but this year there were several. Like seems like there was even an extra row of stuff. Like sometimes it's just like everything's along this wall and everything else is along this wall. This time it was like another extra row of things.
Well, I think there was 4 rows. You have the both walls, and then you have 2 rows going down the center, sorta, and then the back wall, or what we're calling the back wall.
And I like the diversity that was there. Like, it's really cool that the wildlife people, Mississippi Wildlife, was there.
That was great.
Yeah, I wasn't in on that interview, so I'm really looking forward to hearing it. And what I heard of it, just as a spectator, sounded really good. So that's going to be cool to
Michael
to listen to,
which is the executive director of Mississippi Wildlife Rehab, as a very knowledgeable man. He helped me and Clint, and I mean, just because he answered every question we had. And we also learned that you're not supposed to relocate turtles.
Oh.
So I told him, I was like, all right, so we had to go with the other method. He went, it's just not good for turtles to relocate them. I was like, all right.
Okay, I was just trying to be humane because, well, as I know why people don't want turtles in their pond, because the turtles eat the fish and they want fish. So every time we got to Calais, we catch some turtles, and I always just put them in a bucket and like take them off the road and let them loose because I didn't want to kill them.
That's in the creek.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's
what does it do to them? Do their heads explode?
No. Well,
this is
they implode.
You're gonna hear it in the interview.
Oh yeah. Let's don't. Because I was about to ask you a couple of questions, and I'm like, well, I'll hear it when we
So
get
to
to it.
recap, basically, it breaks down their immune systems because they're used to one general area, and it can infect other turtles with the disease.
What are we calling relocate? Because I literally just took them up the road. It's not like I took them to a different continent.
No, relocate is any different water system.
Wow.
Oh.
So just
than what they've been used to.
Than what they're used to.
So like it'd be like if I was a turtle and I went to my neighbor's house, I would die.
Not necessarily die, but I mean most turtles their home base is literally like a mile radius. So
wow,
you run the risk of
hey, sometimes you gotta move.
Yeah. Well, you kind of run the risk of compromising their immune system.
If there was no food there, he would move until he found them.
He would.
No turtles are military kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're a military kid, you move around from base to base.
Yeah, I know. I got that.
You should. So anyway, we were in a completely different location, which we've moved a lot. And there's always pros and cons to where we're at. I really didn't mind being in the lobby.
I didn't mind. The only problem we have, which is the problem we always have for the past 4 years, or the 4 years we've been set up, is the master PA system.
Yeah.
Is always right there beside us.
But it wasn't as bad as being right in front of the speakers.
It wasn't.
We were like behind the speakers, so it was better.
It still, when you're doing it, it seemed like he never got on there unless we was doing an interview.
Oh, that's definitely going to always be the thing. But here's the thing. I don't like the alternative, which is to put us way back in the back on the other end, because that makes unloading and loading a nightmare.
That part is
I liked being in the front,
Icon.
pulling the truck up, and that's the quickest loadout we've ever done today.
Yeah.
Plus, and we had more people helping, but still, like
Yeah.
that took no time at all.
Well, I remember one year we confiscated the rolly cart.
Yeah.
Because we had so much stuff, and after that, we literally was like, no, we're minimizing everything.
Another thing is like it's like anything else. The more you do something, the better more efficient you get at it. Like the first time you go camping, you take everything you could possibly think of, and then you realize you really didn't need that much shit. And then the next time you take even less, and then you realize what you need and what you don't need.
Yeah.
And I think one thing we've done enough cons to where we've kind of got it whooped. Like we know.
Oh yeah.
We're more efficient.
I mean, we literally only need to carry what's in one backpack, my mobile unit backpack, and your backpack, and mic stands.
I really didn't need my backpack, honestly.
You didn't need it, but
The only
you
reason I
had your
brought it is
computer.
because I wanted my computer to do some research. But the first day I couldn't do anything on it because the Wi-Fi and there was bad.
Yeah.
Today the Wi-Fi wasn't bad, but I wound up not really doing much research. I mean, I used my laptop to pull up some stuff that me and Sean were looking at for 3D printing.
Yeah.
Well, one thing people will notice in this one, it's only going to be a one episode con special.
Yeah, normally it's like Tupelo Con day 1, day 2, or even there's
day 3.
There's even sometimes a day 3. Was HorrorCon 3 parts?
Yes.
Or 2?
3 parts.
This time we didn't get as many interviews, and another problem is I guess I'm speaking for myself, but we had a lot of fun, and when you're having fun, you're like, oh shit, yeah, we need to go.
Forgot
over here
to work.
Yeah, let's go clock in. We're not getting much done today. We're out here looking at all this cool stuff and talking to people, and we're not recording anything.
And this year it wasn't a lot of us doing filler chat.
Yeah.
Just talking about everybody that walked by and things we seen.
Oh my God, editing the Delta Fan Fest was so, because it was like an hour of us.
Oh my God, look at that.
Sitting there going, look at that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look
like
at
people
that.
would walk by and oh, look at her. And like, that's terrible for audio
Yeah, like
medium.
what does it look like?
Yeah, if it was a video, that might would have worked.
Sean, it was 2 days, 8 hours. I mean, we almost did not turn the system off.
Oh, wow.
And we just recorded everything.
Yeah.
There was like an hour of one long pause where nobody said anything. We just kind of sat there.
Yeah, again, early on, you really don't know. Like, podcasting seems like something simple, and it is, but you get better at it because you figure out what works and what don't work.
There's an art for it.
Yeah, it's sitting there silent on an audio-only medium is not really what the listeners like.
And I mean, the one
they can do that by hitting stop.
Yeah. The one good thing, though, about recording nonstop is we had several conversations this weekend that were podcast worthy.
Me and Sean had at least probably 3 conversations should have been recorded.
But I mean, it's one of those to where you don't pick it up in time, and he can tell you it's hard to recreate the conversation that you were having.
Speaking of which, tell your joke so we can pretend like we haven't heard it 3 times.
See, I don't know if I want to now.
You do.
Okay. Did you know bike is short for bicycle?
Is this thing on? You know, I was at the bar the other day.
And it's not my joke, thank you. I got it on Snapchat, and I just started laughing about it and showed Mark. And Mark laughed about it.
I did laugh the first time. I was at the bar the other day, and the bartender walked up to me, and he said, "Oh, your glass is empty. Can I get you another?" And I said, "Why the hell would I want 2 empty glasses?"
That's pretty good.
I read this a little bit earlier, and our neighbor, Miss Hillary, but I was going through Snapchat jokes while y'all were gone, and I just started laughing. Well, her daughter come over to me and said, "What's so funny?" And I said, "Well, this joke I just read." And she went, "Well, what is it?" And she's probably 9, maybe 8 or 9. So I told her the joke. Said, I found this genie and made a wish that I was happy. Now I'm with 6 drawers and working in a mine.
I get it.
And she was like, I don't get it. And I was like, don't worry about it. Your mom would get it. And so she yells out, Mama, Kelly's got a joke for you. And I tell her the same joke. Well, everybody else that was over there just fell out laughing. And she goes, I still don't get it.
Yeah.
So she had to explain it to her. But
these kids.
It was fun.
I didn't know the 7 dwarves worked on mine.
Yeah, they were minors.
Why are you laughing? I mean,
because you didn't know the 7 dwarves were minors.
I mean, that's just a small detail in the story. I guess it didn't stand out to me as a child.
No, it was a
I'm sorry.
huge detail.
It's not a huge. It wasn't even a story, like a plot device.
It just tickles them.
Hi-ho. Off to work we go.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Well, it's not like I watched it yesterday. I'm gonna tell my mom. I'm gonna text her that joke you told me on the way to Tupelo Con. Oh, what was it? I used to pray that I would be
a good parent, but I think God misunderstood me or misheard me and thought I said parrot because all I do is repeat myself.
Yeah, you just. One thing I figured out about babysitting is you just yell no a lot. Like if you can yell no over and over without getting tired of it, you can you're good with babysitting. And sometimes you have to say a little louder or a little sharper.
Yeah.
Or a little longer. No. No. Yeah, you got to articulate your no's differently for different situations. You got to be good at saying no. Or yelling no.
There's a comedian that does a bit on that, and it's hilarious.
So
back to
let's go back to Tupelo Con. Yeah.
Tupelo Con.
This is where it becomes obvious we don't have notes. We just hit record and talk.
Well, we were talking about how this year's Tupelo Con special was going to be a lot shorter, and
all killer, no filler, baby. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's gonna be great.
We didn't have access this year to some of the special guests.
Yeah.
We didn't know a whole lot about some of the special guests.
Yeah, that's a big thing too.
And when a lot of them are voice actors and
like the anime people, I'm not in the anime world at all. Like I wouldn't know what to ask them, even though we've interviewed anime people and had great interviews. But unless they kind of like help push the interview, I really don't have a lot of questions like, hey, what's your favorite color? Like,
man, we would have got Butterbean on there and to talk about his journey.
I went and talked to Butterbean and asked him to be on the podcast.
Really?
And he said that he was not allowed to.
Oh, okay. He's under contract.
So it might be one of those contract deals.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody, I do know this, if somebody's in the middle of a show, like that one guy that was the walker at Delta Fan Fest, he said until this whatever premieres, we're all like got a gag order on interviews because they're afraid that we're gonna let something slip, not necessarily on purpose, but like you might say something that could be taken as a spoiler.
Yeah.
It may not even be a spoiler. And then all of a sudden it's the headline. So and so says on podcast that so and so's coming back from the dead. This episode series, like. Yeah, there's a lot of that goes on with your NDAs that you literally do have gag orders. You can't do any of your interviews up until a certain point.
And that's understandable.
When he said the next season premiere, he said after that, if you guys want to call me, I'll be happy to do an interview. But
didn't you call him?
No, we never did.
Oh.
It just didn't line up after that. But yeah, I mean that's probably true because he's in the middle of some TV stuff.
That or it could be. Remember we had one that couldn't interview because their management wasn't allowing them to do certain things.
Yeah.
Or the contract they signed with the con wouldn't allow them to do certain I guess, podcast or interviews and stuff like that. So
well, podcasts are kind of some people are especially managers, they're leery of them because you don't there's so many of them you can't vet and you can't really research them all. And
also, too, it's like, is this going to be? Are you going to attack my client, or are you,
like, what's your show? I don't have time to find out what your show's all about.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like Entertainment Tonight or some, I know that show. I know what they're about.
Right.
Like nobody's heard of in Hollywood or whatever of real pop culture. So they're not going to be like, oh yeah, I know that show. You'll be fine. Go ahead and do that show. They're on our list of approved clientele. Like the podcast is like the Wild West of interviewing and broadcasting.
Or if if the podcast is any good,
well, like who was it said that they were on a podcast that I didn't know nothing about, and like later on in the show they said something racist.
DJ Qualls.
Like, and then you're tied to that.
Oh God.
DJ Qualls he did a bumper for a podcast he was on,
and on the same show, not while he was on it,
but
they
later
said like the
in
N word.
They dropped a bunch of racial stuff on it, and then he was tied to it.
Like, this show you're on is racist, so now you might.
So we asked him to do a bumper for us, and he told us that story. He's like, "No, man, look, I don't do bumpers anymore because of this." And we was like, "Oh, dude, we understand. Trust me."
Risk it.
Yeah, and I understand. I mean, like I said, podcasting is awesome because anybody can do it, obviously, because we're doing it.
But it's
kind of like the Wild West is like
anybody can do it.
Yeah. And there's no, I guess, screening process.
And one thing that's helped us in the past was Barney Harris and his family.
Yeah.
And Jamie,
because they would say, "Hey, these guys are legit. You need to check them out."
Especially if they brought them in, they'd be like, "Okay, if you got time, you need to go check out these guys and talk to them." Because the last 2 podcasts, we had people hunting us down instead of us trying to get the interview. Yeah, they were like, "Well, hey, I was told I wanted to come talk to y'all, man. When can we set up a time?" And we're like, "Whoa. Big shots here."
Yeah, I know in the music world, I don't have the bell over here, so I won't say it, but being in a band, you know when you've got some steam or some clout when you stop begging people to let you come play shows, and then they're calling you, wanting you to come play the shows. That's like when we've turned a corner now.
Yeah,
like, the trains are rolling, baby.
And our little flyer helps out a lot in that aspect.
Yeah. We didn't have stickers this year. That was a bummer.
Yeah. But we did have the cool keychains, and they went really well.
Yeah, we gave away a lot of keychains. But I hate we did. Next year. Oh, that reminds me.
Drink.
Yeah, we made up a new drinking game. Sorry, I had to take a drink.
There's an inside joke, sort of.
Well, every time we do a con, starting from the time we walk in the door to the time we leave, we're like, well, you know what? Next year we need to do this. It's like, oh, I got an idea. You know what we need to do next year? So there's a drinking game. Every time we say next year, we have to drink. And we said it a lot.
Yes, we did.
But being in that same vein, one idea for the whole next year drinking game thing, I like my idea, which I've got to get it approved, of course, through Tupelo Con. I would like to do, because people like exclusive stuff.
Yeah.
I want to double down on the stickers. I want to get more Real Pop Culture stickers, but I want to do a Tupelo Con exclusive Real Pop Culture sticker that we just give away at Tupelo Con.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get it anywhere else. It's just Tupelo Con Real Pop Culture.
It's going to be limited edition.
Yeah.
So
we might even number them. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think that'd be cool. Have the Real Pop Culture sticker and a Tupelo Con sticker to give away.
Well, as a lot of people probably know, this year's podcast or this year's show at the con was super last minute for us.
Yeah.
We literally got everything together we could, which we did a fantastic job, I think.
We did.
In less than a week.
And another thing that we overcame the hurdle of is the fact that we didn't do it last year. And so we've had 2 years to lose all of our stuff, like our shirts and our stickers, which we didn't have many shirts left.
But they're still lost.
But they're still lost. I did find the banner. That was good. We still have Anthony pulled out the bar and, cleaned it up. And our presentation, as always, was on point. I'm always happy about that.
Which next year...
I like the weather. I like doing it this time of year.
Yeah.
I like not sweating out every pore in my body. I enjoyed that.
And we did our annual Fox Den pizza run.
Yep.
Which is always good.
We ate there twice, actually, because Loco Tacos was closed.
Yeah.
Was that the name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loco Taco or Taco Loco.
Taco Loco, I think. taco crazy.
Which I was really looking forward to some tacos today.
Yeah, I kind of had my heart set on it too.
But anyway, this year was still a good year.
I liked it. I was a big fan. Like I said, they had more variety. They had more stuff. They had more things to look at.
The vendor game, yeah.
I was glad that I didn't have a decent budget as far as spending because I came close to making some investments, comic book wise, but I backed off. I only got the essentials. All I bought was a Tupelo Con shirt, 2 shot glasses, and 2 prints. And the prints I bought. Well, I went to Jonathan McDaniel's booth and he had this awesome Elvira painting, and I was like, dude, I gotta have it. And it was if you buy 2, you get a deal. I was like, so well, if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna get 2. But I was looking around and there were some good ones, but none that I just really like. I gotta have it, like character wise.
And
I was like, I was like, all the ones on the table, is this all you have with you? He's like, no, I got a few other things in my tote over here. I was like, I'd love something Friday the 13th. He's like, oh, just funny you mentioned that. He dug through his tote and pulls out a C.J. Graham Friday the 13th Part 6, which is, everybody knows by now, that's my favorite. And I was like, sold to the man holding up the Jason sign.
Yeah,
and by the way, we've interviewed him before here on the show.
Yeah, I didn't spend any money this year. Of course, I didn't get out and do a whole lot of walking this year.
You didn't. You like all day Saturday, you stayed in the same spot.
Yeah.
But you said you weren't feeling very well
I wasn't feeling the best Saturday.
You were like mission control. Like you stayed behind the pilot seat, and we went out and looked around and tried to scare up.
I really like having somebody back there all the time because people do come by and stop, not knowing anything about us. I mean, they see our nice setup. They see mic stands everywhere, and they're like, well, hey, what is this? What are y'all about? And I like, somebody be there to be able to talk to them, at least let them know.
And we got lucky again and had good neighbors.
Oh, yes.
The Le Bonheur people were awesome. Shout out to them again. You've already heard by now that interview. They were really cool the whole time. Because you never know. I mean, we've been really lucky over the years. Like the first neighbor that we connected with was Matthew Ashley. We still talk to him all the time.
Yeah.
We'll see him at Smoky Mountain Terror.
I hope so, yeah.
Well, he's going to be there.
Is he?
Yeah.
I was kind of downed when I found out he wasn't here this year.
I'm not surprised, though. He stays so busy because now he's
a movie star now.
He's a movie star and an artiste.
Yeah.
A well-known artiste. He's like an artist for celebrities.
Yeah, he does celebrity characters and
for the celebrities.
I mean, he's done Walking Dead. He's got 3 shows out now where he plays a cop in 2 of them.
Yeah, he posts a lot of pictures of him as a detective.
Yeah.
I guess we've talked. I mean, is there anything else we want to say about Tupelo Con? I do have a couple of news things I was going to run by you.
No, I think that about covers Tupelo Con. I mean, we could honestly keep going if we wanted to, but
we'll just want to repeat ourselves.
Yeah, it'd just be redundant because.
Well, I have an announcement for you.
Uh-oh.
That'll make you happy in some sort of way. Oh, before I do go on to the news.
Oh, of course.
What a letdown.
Pick me up and just drop me.
This Thursday, and I'm sure this will come out before Thursday, we are all meeting up at the Malco Cinema to watch the grand opening of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Are you really wanting to let people know that in case somebody's wanting to take us out?
Oh, that's something.
They dislike the podcast so much, they're going to be waiting there for us.
Dude, I was walking in to the con one of the times, I can't remember, and I was walking from the lobby into the other room, and something fell over and went boom, and I had to pull a Ronald Reagan. I went, missed me. And everybody started laughing.
Those Ghostbuster packs that they had at the con.
Oh, yeah.
Those
you
were
talking about
unreal.
731?
Whatever.
Those guys were really cool.
I need to get my
Is
sticker.
that what they are?
Put it on the
Is that what they're
refrigerator.
called?
Ghostbusters 7. I can't talk right now.
You don't need to.
Ghostbusters 731 was their. I don't know what you call them, a troop or
I called it chapter, but they called it something else.
they call it franchise.
But they're like, well, you'll have to listen to the interview because I'll mess it all up. But
Oh, yeah, you guys
it's
interviewed
like an
them.
actual official Sony approved thing, and there's different chapters. It's not called chapters; it's called something else. But you know what I mean. I'll liken it until something you're familiar with. The Black Label Society.
Yeah.
You had the Mississippi chapter. And
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's language you recognize.
I understand now.
Yeah. So that's going to be really cool. Watching Frozen Empire.
Yes, I ain't been in movies in a while. It'd be good to sit and watch a movie at the theater.
Like just the way you said that is when I used to write papers for school, and I had to like have so many words. I can't wait to go watch a movie in the movies where movies are watched.
It's not like Trump almost. It's gotta be a great movie. Heard it was a movie.
What were we fixing to? Oh yeah, I was going to tell
The
you the
news.
news. Here you go.
I'm not giving my hopes up now. You gonna?
Well, it's
throw
Doctor
something
Who
else in
related.
there. Okay.
We were asking when the next season begins. At the stroke of midnight on the morning of Saturday, May 11th in the UK, which is Friday, the May 10th, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States, the new season of Doctor Who will start.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be...
And this is going to be Gotti Cuddy.
It's going to be in May. So we're in March now. So we don't have too long to wait.
2 months. About 2.5 months.
This other piece of news is a question. You know, they're doing an It prequel, which is a series, by the way.
I thought that was a fan movie. That wasn't real.
No, it's real.
Is it? Okay.
It's going to be on, I think, HBO Max. Yeah.
Because I seen the preview
It's a
for
series that's going to be on Max.
It's the
It's
same
called,
clown.
it's Welcome to Derry, I think it's called.
Yep. Welcome to Derry.
Yeah.
Here's my question, though. I've seen all the It movies. I don't see how they're going to make a prequel because it kind of had that built into the whole story. Like, the thing came, and they dealt with it, but they know it comes back every 30 years.
Every 27 years.
Okay, yeah. And then so the part 2 was the 27 years later. So what was it here already before the first one? Is that what they're going to say?
Yeah. Well, you know.
Could it be the prequel will be when it started?
I thought the first one is when it started.
No. Because remember, in the second one, he went back, the little chubby kid, and started giving off all the years where all this stuff happened.
Okay.
Every 27 years before.
back.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
that's
when
right, that's
she
right.
was in the.
So technically, they could make a lot of prequels. If that's
They
the
could,
case.
but
They could go back to the 1800s.
in the.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
When she was in that old lady's house at her apartment, and that old lady was talking about her father in the carnival, who played a clown, who was a clown. I'm wondering if that's where it's going to start.
And it says it's going to come out in either 2024 or 2025. Let me click on this and see if it specifies.
That's going to be very interesting right there.
Is the same? Is what's his name going to be the clown in it? Did they
Bill
said that part?
Skarsgård?
Yeah. Did they announce that part?
Well, it's not on his IMDb because I checked it a while ago.
This headline says Bill Skarsgård is not currently involved in Pennywise prequel. But surely it'll have Pennywise in it. It'd be kind of stupid if it didn't. That's like the villain, the face of the villain. Of the silly spider. Spoiler alert for the original. There is a new movie coming out. You know how we talked about last episode that there's some movies that come out, there's just the title of it delights me, and I'm glad it exists, even if the movie's not any good. There is a cryptid comedy coming out called Sasquatch Sunset. And it's about Sasquatches. And it's a comedy.
Is it going to be like Harry and the Hendersons?
I don't know. The announcement was made on Bloody Disgustings, and that's a horror.
Probably gonna be
Is
a
it
horror
gonna be-
comedy.
So it's gonna be like a comedy horror about Sasquatch.
Is it gonna be Jack Black Sasquatch?
I hope so. What's plural of Sasquatch? Sasquai?
I don't know. Sasquatches?
Sasquatches? That don't sound right.
No.
Well, neither does Sasquai.
Maybe it's like
We
deer.
need
The
to
plural of
figure it
deer
out.
is deer.
Yeah.
So the plural of
Is it
Sasquatch is
Sasquatch?
Sasquatch.
Hey, look at all them Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Or all those if you're nasty. I think that's it. I think that's all I had. Like,
We talked earlier, but The Crow has got a reboot coming out that is going to have Bill Skarsgård, which I know I'm butchering his last name. Skarsgård, as Eric Draven.
yeah, I watched that.
I hadn't watched the trailer. I just
The
read
trailer.
about it.
The promising thing about it is it looks very violent and very gory.
It's supposed to be very dark and violent.
Yeah, I mean, what they're showing in the trailer is gory, so that
Yeah.
means what they're showing in the movie is probably going to be great. Like, you know how in Quentin Tarantino movies, if something simple as somebody getting shot is like overly gory and bloody.
Yeah.
That's the way this
Well,
looks.
Robert Rodriguez was the same way, and who was it that did Sin City?
Oh,
It's on the tip of my tongue, and I
Dang.
can't think of.
You got a computer in front of you. While you're looking that up, we were talking about it earlier. Me and Alicia watched Damsel, and I think I was the last person in the group to see it. But
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, I thought you said
Oh,
you
yeah,
did.
watch
No,
it.
I was going to watch it, but I hadn't had a
Robert?
chance. Is it Robert Rodriguez?
yeah. Him and Frank Miller.
And Quentin Tarantino.
Okay. Yeah, of course, because Robert and Quentin
And-
are best friends.
Yeah. And Robert Rodriguez and Frank Miller wrote it. So, man, that was a great movie when it came out.
So does that count as one of the illustrious nine or no?
No.
No.
So
No.
he only counts the 9 as one that he completely
Yep.
helmed everything.
Which we counted it right before we got started, and it's 10 technically, but he considers Kill Bill 1 and Kill Bill 2 one movie.
So to catch everybody up on what we're talking about is prior to the recording, Sean kind of blew my mind about telling me that Quentin Tarantino has only done 9 movies. And that was kind of his thing. He wanted to do 9 and then 9 good movies and then retire. I'm like, his career started like, what was the first movie again?
92. Reservoir
From
Dogs.
92 to the
Reservoir Dogs.
to the late 2000s and the late 2020s, and that's
No, 2019.
it. Just seems
was
like he's
his
done
last
more
movie.
movies than that. It really to me,
Yeah. He stretched it out so good over the years.
and just so many bangers too.
Yeah.
Huh? What a career! And only 9 movies.
And
And,
there's
why
one-
did he pick 9? I wonder. Why not 10?
I can't remember
or
what
13?
he said about the 9. But he did say Death Proof is the one movie that he's not happy about that he made. He felt like he didn't execute it right. Looking back on it.
You know, I know I've seen that movie, but I do not remember a whole lot about it.
It's just Kurt Russell
In the car.
Yeah, the car messing with these girls in another car.
Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot about it.
It was part of that double feature where he had Death Proof and then Robert had
Machete?
no.
Or that was the other
Um,
one.
Dang it. It's like, well, man, I can't remember nothing. We can't remember nothing.
Well, we have had a long weekend.
It was a double feature with Death Proof and Planet Terror is the name of it. that
Yeah.
Robert did.
I don't remember that one, do I?
It was good. Planet Terror was awesome.
I need to go check it out.
And it had the same actors as in Death Proof.
I'll watch Planet Terror. You got to watch Stir of Echoes.
Okay.
We found out today
Oh.
Sean hasn't seen Stir of Echoes.
Dude.
It's one of my favorite horror
Great.
movies.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't
Great.
know about that.
It kind of did slip under the radar a little bit, but it did get a theatrical release, but it wasn't like, I don't know, like a
There was no
summer
buzz around
blockbuster
it?
or not just a huge buzz.
Well, it dealt more in the supernatural world. So really wasn't a horror movie. It was more of a suspenseful thriller or something.
Right.
I mean, Kevin Bacon was in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we got to it. We were talking about Kevin Bacon, and I was like, well, he can definitely do horror because he was in Friday the 13th Part 1. He was in Stir of Echoes. And
Tremors.
Tremors, yeah, that's a horror movie.
Tremors was awesome.
Sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
There
If
was-
you haven't seen Kevin Bacon in Death Sentence, go see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I don't think I've
Got
seen
John
it.
Goodman in it.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh man, it's so good.
Oh, and going back to Damsel, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
Enough people told me that it's good and I should watch it to where I was like, okay, yeah, let's watch it. And I thought I knew where it was going.
Same here.
But I was pleasantly surprised that I was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to say much because Kelly hadn't seen it. Well, we may do a spoiler review after you've watched it.
Yeah, give me to this weekend.
It's Netflix.
I'll try to watch it one day this week. I may try to watch it tomorrow before we roll.
Oh, yeah, we got D&D tomorrow night.
I get off
What a
work
life.
early tomorrow. So.
What a nerd life I have. I've got a girlfriend that's watching Doctor Who now. I've been to a con. I got D&D tomorrow night.
You can start doing like we got a role like John Goodman in Big Lebowski. Like you get all serious when they were bowling. You know?
Yeah.
I don't roll on Chavez.
Well, that's what I call on our little D&D group. I guess what I refer to D&D as rolling because of that movie. Because, you're rolling the dice.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to roll today? So we want to take a quick break and then wrap this bad boy up?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a quick break and
then bring it home.
Then bring it on in. All right.
Yeah,
you said
monkey
something
boy.
that reminded me of this. I can't remember what it was, but...
was it brilliant?
Well, there was a lot more vendors there that had snacks and stuff.
Oh, I was going to mention that.
Which I thought was kind of smart because you're advertising to gamers and they snack on snacks all the time. But I was walking through. There's like this one part to the right if you're coming from the other entrance that we were by. And there was like this choke point where there was a lot of traffic. There was a lot of people coming through there. This was on Saturday. And I heard this guy to the left of me, which I'm surprised because there's a lot of background noise and stimulus going on. And I heard this guy go, "Excuse me, sir. Sir? Sir?" I don't know why I just gave him a British accent.
I was going to say, is it English now?
"Sir? Excuse me, sir."
I thought that's what he was saying.
And I didn't know if he was talking to me, but I just turned to look just in case. And he had this little tray of sample treats he was holding up. He's like, "Would you like one of these treats?" And I was like, "Oh, no, thank you."
That was the brownie guy, right?
Yeah, he had some brownies or some fudge or something. And
Hey, they were good.
I took a couple steps, and then I started thinking, wait a minute. Out of all those people that were standing there at that moment, why did he yell for me?
Oh, yeah, right.
I mean, we know why, but...
This is what I think. And I'm going to...
He took one look at me and said, "That fatty is gonna be my poster boy."
No, I'm gonna come to your defense.
Oh, good.
Hey, you big man, want some chocolate?
He wasn't talking to you. He was just speaking out loud, and you just happened to be the one person that said, "Who, me?"
No, we locked eyes, and he like held the tray up like. "Sir?"
After you looked at him when he said, "Hey,
chocolate.
sir."
I know you like food. I mean, look at you.
Well, you know what's funny? Because when me and Clint went by the first time, he didn't offer me nothing.
Really?
And I was like, "Ooh."
Now, you've had enough.
Yeah, it's probably what he was saying. I'm not.
So maybe
giving
you should be offended, and I should. Be,
I'm not giving you any
I
more
should be
diabetes. You
flattered.
keep going.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the snack thing. I don't know if it was me. It was me and you talking about it. That they're offering a lot of Japanese snack food, which I get at work, and so I know how good they are.
My nephew had the drink thing with the marble in it. Did you see that?
I seen it, but I didn't know what it was.
Choking hazard much?
Or whatever it was. I don't know. It was crazy.
But yeah, they're offering that now because all of these anime kids see these snacks on these animes,
Yeah,
and they want
and
to
they're
eat
real
them.
things.
Yeah, and they're real.
Yeah.
So that's why they're offering a lot of them, and they were making a killing. I was like, no, that is smart merchandising right there.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't have ever thought about that. One other thing I want to mention about Tupelo Con is that I enjoy, even though I've never really, I don't guess I've ever really cosplayed. I like watching the cosplay contest. I'm just a little angry that Optimus Prime didn't win anything.
Me too, man.
That was a badass Optimus. Did you see that?
Looked like he made it out of cardboard.
It was made out of cardboard. And it
Sean had already left.
It was all cut and put together and painted. Optimus
He was
Prime.
Optimus Prime, his kid.
Maybe there was a logo on each shoulder. Maybe that might have been printed and
I
glued
don't know.
on. I don't know, but the rest of it was painted. And they even painted the windshield to look like it had reflection.
Right.
It looked really good. And I was like, surely he'll win something. You know, he might take home the gold, but he didn't get anything.
Wow.
So I was kind of pissed off about that. But there were some really good cosplays, and I was really glad to see that on Sunday, because in years past, what would happen is like, well, the cosplay contest is Saturday, so the people come Sunday, they don't.
A lot of them wouldn't dress up.
But there were still people dressed up
Yeah.
today. I thought that was great. All right, well, if we've said all we're going to say about Tupelo Con, let's do some shout-outs.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody, first off. Mr. Jamie Nunley for letting us come in again and setting up. Everybody that just stopped and talked, even if they didn't do an interview. But for our interviewees, like I mentioned, she was our neighbor, Miss Hillary Whitehorn, who is the Regional Committee Event Senior Specialist at Le Bonheur Children's Hospital. We'd like to thank Michael Walrath, who is the Executive Director at the Mississippi Wildlife Rehabilitation. Mark?
Have you or your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost? If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Find us on Facebook, the 731 Ghostbusters. We're ready to believe you. That's what it says on the card.
That's a nice card.
Yeah, that's cool. We didn't interview him, but we have interviewed him before, and I'm really, really happy about my prints that I got from him. Mr. Jonathan McDaniel.
Whoa.
What the hell just happened? I was flipping his card over, and it like jumped out of my hand.
It hit me, and I couldn't. Hey, Sean.
But it doesn't say what they are, so I guess you'd have to search for them. I told you not to give me the cards because I'm terrible at seeing things.
It's Jonathan McDaniel's Artist at Facebook, Instagram, and Gmail.
Oh, see.
He did his name and everything and included it with the. That's smart. Yeah.
I say the best business card award goes to the 731.
Yeah.
That's
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Speaking of doing shout outs and plugs.
I did that
one. Oh, yeah. That's good.
If you went to Tupelo Con, if you had a good time or have anything to say about it, email us. popculture4real@gmail.com.
Or you could call us and leave us a voicemail at
662-767-4487.
Is that right?
One of us was making a statement and one was asking a question, but we both said the same thing.
You guys killed that. That was awesome. Like,
I am going to check that number just to be certain.
Right, that's right. But you can call and leave us a voicemail, or you could just text that number. If you want to be anonymous, that's fine. Nobody's going to answer the line. It's just a voicemail. So you can be shy and still participate. One other thing I really want to stress is
we will leave it anonymous if you want to be anonymous. So
I did say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking up the number. I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
I really want to push our Patreon page for a lot of reasons. And the most of the reason being,
we need your money.
No, yeah, but we don't have any sponsors right now, and that's because we're trying to push our Patreon, because to us that's really the route we want to go. But first and foremost, I'm just really proud of the content we've got out there. Like we got some really good stuff out there that it's already ready for you to listen to and check out. So,
and at the rate we're going, we should at least once a month have something put in extra on the Patreon, hopefully.
Yeah, like leading up to our 200th episode, there was a companion Patreon episode for each one. So, like, you could listen to that episode, and if you wanted more, you could go over to Patreon and listen to the after show.
Or if you were screaming about us making mistakes, more than likely we fixed those mistakes in the Patreon episode.
Like us getting Superman and Superman's dad's names mixed up.
Wow.
Kal-El and Jor-El.
That was an embarrassing moment.
I think we fixed it in the show, though. Like before.
We did in the show, because I don't think we did a after
Because we were
show
calling
for that
Superman Jor-El,
Jor-El,
but he's
yeah.
Kal-El. And I remember because he said, "Kneel before me, son of Jor-El."
Yeah.
So he can't be Jor-El. Oh, here's another interesting thing that I just noticed the other day when I was rewatching the Snyder Cut. Superman, not Superman, but well, it's still Superman. But Clark Kent has a middle name.
Clark C. Kent.
I think it was Jonathan.
Jonathan's his dad's name. Jonathan Kent.
Hang on, let me look it up. It said it on his. No, Joseph. You're right. Clark Joseph Kent.
Okay.
It says it on his. I didn't know it says it on his grave. When it shows a shot of his tombstone.
All right.
And it says Clark Joseph Kent. I never knew Clark Kent had a middle name.
I didn't either.
CJK. So many names. Superman.
Oh, and you know
Jor-El,
what? He's got
Clark
three
Kent.
first names. So
He's a assassin.
he's a serial killer.
No, it's assassins that have three names.
So do serial killers.
Well, John Wayne Gacy did.
Yeah.
Well, Gacy's not really a first name, but
Hmm.
they say most people who have three first names are more likely to be serial killers.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's me.
I definitely don't have a first name for a last name.
Sean Kyle Frank.
Oh yeah, Frank could be definitely a first name.
Wow.
But Kyle's punch
Hey,
drywall.
Can you scoot over that way?
Yeah. Nah, come here, buddy. But it's like, what kind of serial killer am I?
Fruit Loops.
He serial kills you with kindness.
I like Fruity Pebbles.
I do too.
I don't know, man. Cocoa Pebbles are pretty banging.
Oh, yeah, those two.
Well, all those pebbles.
Because,
Both
like,
of 'em.
when you're done eating Cocoa Pebbles, guess what you've got?
Chocolate
milk,
milk.
baby. And who hates that? Nobody. Fruity Pebble milk? Nah.
No.
I'll go for that chalky milk. And this is where the podcast gets away from us.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We can't just say goodbye.
Why say goodbye when we have such high quality material?
Chocolate milk.
I'm really looking forward to the Ghostbusters premiere. I think we should do a spoiler-free something that night, somehow, some way, or maybe after that night, about that night.
Well, I mean, we could always hang out in the parking lot for a few minutes after.
Waiting for our parents to pick us up.
Yeah. I mean, we got our phones. It ain't like we
Nerds.
never done nothing on our phone before, so we could give our initial thoughts on it.
Yeah.
And then just that can be a Patreon exclusive.
Yeah.
It'll be short and brief, but
Little something.
yeah.
A little something. But between now and Thursday, I have to go back and watch all the Ghostbusters movies, especially Afterlife. You've seen Afterlife,
I'll
right?
probably watch
Mhm.
Afterlife again.
It was great.
I'll definitely watch Afterlife again. Before.
It was perfect.
Does that
Perfect
mean you're
movie.
going to watch the one with the girl Ghostbusters? too?
Answer the Call. I don't think it has anything to do with this movie.
I don't
but
think it does either.
It was okay. I just didn't get it.
It was funny, really funny.
I didn't
in
hate
some
it.
spots.
I just didn't get it. It probably would have been better of a movie if it just wasn't called Ghostbusters.
Well, then it'd been a blatant rip off, and everybody would have definitely hated it then.
Well, you could be a paranormal investigator.
With
So
proton
okay, that's
packs
an
and-
interesting. You just posed an interesting situation. So from now on, for the rest of time, we're not going to be able to have a paranormal investigator comedy movie without it being a ripoff of Ghostbusters.
Well, name one other one that's not called Ghostbusters that ever has been.
Is that why though?
Insidious wasn't a.
I know. I'm just
That was a straight up horror movie.
Yeah.
That's scary. And hey, Ghostbusters is scary sometimes.
Like
Some
you
moments.
said, man, that library scene that I jumped and still kind of jump every once in a while.
I mean,
know what's
Gozer was
coming.
scary. What's up with that voice?
That library lady.
The traveler
That's it.
has come.
That stuff was scary.
When they got turned into dogs.
Those
That was-
dogs were scary.
That was pretty
Those
scary.
like big
Dogs are
demon
scary.
bears.
Yeah.
I mean, bears are scary, man. You put a demon in front of them. A demon face on a bear.
So I'm gonna say, if they do it the way that Ghostbusters was done, if they have some type of proton pack or some type of containment unit, then it's just Ghostbusters.
Even if they don't have the proton packs and the containment units, they're still gonna call it a Ghostbusters ripoff.
Yeah,
If they're out there hunting ghosts,
pretty much. Yeah.
even if they're not busting them, it would be hard to pull off.
I mean, you could call it Ghost Hunters, but we're kind of watching Ghost Hunters right now, and
Literally,
these shows are
I started
lame.
to say something, but we ramble on and everything enough. They did something I've never seen them do before, and for everybody listening, we got Ghost Hunters on the TV in the background. They put some marbles on the floor and just sat there and watched them. I guess maybe they thought they were going to start moving or something.
No, this episode's dealing with what they think is kids, and that's where they were in the kids'
They were playing with the
room,
marbles.
and they were hoping maybe that the kids would go for the marbles.
So these kids were from the 70s.
No,
No,
these
you gotta
kids
do
were
the
from
game
the 1800s.
where you throw the ball and then pick up the things.
That's jacks.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta do jacks. You can't just do
But
marbles.
but
I used
marbles
to
was
have some
really
jacks.
big.
Like,
back
what
then.
kid nowadays would know what that is? You bounce the ball and you scoop up
See how
as many
many you
jacks
can pick up before the
the
ball?
ball lands.
My generation's probably the last one.
Now they have like Grand Theft Auto 6 or whatever.
Yeah, 5, whatever.
5, well, 6.
Like, oh, Dad,
Speaking
you
of
like to
6,
bounce a ball and pick up
You know it's
things?
fixing to come out.
I hope so.
Did
I'm
you
ready.
see the newest trailer for it?
No, I like the experience.
Yeah.
If I want to see it or whatever, I don't watch trailers. I don't watch nothing. Just
Yeah.
give it to me.
But yeah,
I do that
it's-
with some things.
I normally do that, but Borderlands and Fallout,
But I'm just
those movies are fixing to come
what
out.
little I know about GTA 5 is that GTA 6 is going to be like, is it going to be like because let's just be honest, Grand Theft Auto 5 was not politically correct.
Well, which one was it that they
Well, that's
said?
why it took so long to make this one, because they were like, we can't
do
put
they-
it out in this climate.
People are going to like go nuts.
Well, there was one of them that everybody complained about, said it was just too violent and too
Yeah, it was all
PC.
Well, they said
so
you're
they put
supposed to-
one out that was didn't have all that in it. Well, it didn't sell anything.
Like that Mortal Kombat that came out without the blood. Do
Yeah.
you remember that?
Yeah.
And you had to type in the blood code.
Oh yeah.
And that was on Sega only. On the Sega version, you had to do like a whole code, and then it would have blood.
Like Grand Theft Auto, you got to be 18 to buy it, but I'm online, and there's kids
Oh yeah.
7, 8 years old playing this thing.
I bought it. I bought my P4 and it so we could play together.
Yeah.
Well, I played online once, and I got called noob so many times by 10-year-olds who are cussing, and I'm like, nah, I'm not playing online.
That's where I'm
anymore.
like, where's your parents at? Do you
Kids are
have
the
parents?
worst.
I'm like, I'm just not even.
Where's your grandma at? Where's the adult?
What episode is this? 203? The Tupelo Con special?
Yes. 203 Tupelo Con special.
Thanks again, and shout out to Tupelo Con for having us. And thanks for all of you for listening. How does my thing start? I said it wrong, and it threw me off.
High top, first and only floor.
Yeah, I know that
QJ
part, but I have to
headquarters.
say it. I have
Oh,
to
do
say
I
it
need
like
to grab
this.
the bell real quick?
Yeah, I guess so.
Be a friend. Tell a friend something nice.
Be nice to each other.
What is that the guy on the Wi-Fi always says? Love, strength, and honor, or something.
No, if you hadn't said something, I could have told you, but you threw me off when you asked.
Is this the right bell?
Well, it's
Well, it
a
rings.
bell. I'll put the other two back in my mobile bag.
Thanks for listening to episode 202 of Real Pop Culture. We've
No.
been broadcasting live.
No.
203 of Real Pop Culture. We've been broadcasting live from high atop the first and only hit.
Start over.
Edit that whole thing out.
That's going to be the blooper for the end.
Thanks for listening to episode 203 of Real Pop Culture. We've been broadcasting live from high atop the first and only floor.
Nip, nip, nip.
I'm just not gonna get it out. I'm too tired and buzzed. Thanks for listening to episode 2 of 3. 2 of 3? What? What did I say?
All right. Get you zen.
Get you a swig.
Get centered. Leave it in.
Thank
Is
you.
that what she said?
Thank you for listening to episode 203 of Real Pop Culture. We've been broadcasting live from the first and only floor.
Oh, man.
That's right, though.
No, it's high top of the first and only floor.
Why can't I say words?
I don't know. I couldn't earlier.
That's it. We're tired. We've been doing the con all weekend.
Thank you for listening to episode 203, broadcasted live.
That's not right either.
No, it's not.
Thank you for
Never
listening.
do it right anyway.
Thank you for listening to episode 203 of Real Pop Culture. We've been broadcasting live high atop the first and only floor of the Killj headquarters at the Killj Ranch. Love you, bye. I'm sticking with that one.
Love you, mean it.